Hey, welcome to the Saints That Serve podcast. Just giving you a heads up that this episode is a recording from our live stream for the election of the U.S. presidents for the United States. So we will be pointing out things that are visuals. So if there's any kind of confusion, just know that's what we're doing. This is the audio version of our live stream recording. So we hope you enjoy it and you get some good laughs. So enjoy the show.
Welcome to the Saints That Serve podcast,
where each week your hosts dive into the crossroads of faith,
culture,
and the unknown. Christ is Lord,
and the kingdom is now.
We are
the Saints That Serve. Hey everybody, welcome to the Saints That Serve live stream.
That's right. First one. And here we are.
For those listening live, that's the kind of stuff we deal with when we record, pre-record.
Yeah.
So we're going to have a good time tonight looking at the stats, having an overall good time. We're live. So, hey, everybody, let us know how we're doing. Shoot us information, questions.
Yep.
Any of that kind of fun stuff.
Yeah, any silly, quirky things, comment on the video. You can also message us on Instagram and X. We'll be watching that stuff as well. So we're just going to be keeping track of the election tallies as they count the votes tonight. And we're going to try and entertain you. We'll give you updates as they come in, but we're just going to try and entertain you while you sit and nervously chew on your fingernails.
That's right.
So we're just going to try and alleviate the stress with some fun. So we've got some things planned to do. You may see us dart out for a second or two to eat or
I'm doing that right now.
go pepe.
Mute my mic while I chew.
Yep. But yeah, just, hey, we're here to hang out. So just hang out with us and we'll try to make it fun and help you have a fun time. So let's go ahead and pray to start the night out, and then let's just dive into it.
Sounds great.
Sounds good.
Sounds Dopenhagen.
All right, Heavenly Father, I thank you for tonight, Lord. I thank you for your love and for your authority over creation, God, and that no matter what happens from the outcome of this election, you are still God and you're still in control, Lord. And we as believers in you will continue to put our trust in you no matter the hardships. We love and praise you, Jesus. Amen.
Amen.
All right. If we
do me a favor.
Yeah.
Post onto social since you still have your phone.
I do still have my phone.
Yes. So post on. No, look at that. We're using our. Oh no. We're using our phones as cameras for this. So
because we're high end.
We're high end. So
yeah, only on YouTube.
Let them know we're only on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
This will be a temporary thing. We're going to get things settled. There's nothing ever when we go like when you do your first thing of anything, it never goes smooth the first time at all. I bet you people can't even hear us right now.
Maybe we can find out.
Yeah, go check it out.
All right.
While I chew another bite of this cheese stick
on YouTube. Now, there we go. All right, that's in the Thoth. All right, now I'm going to pull up YouTube, and we're going to see if we're live. And if not, then we've just been talking like losers for the past, 3 minutes now? Yep. Saints That Serve. Live stream.
This shows that we're...
This says live... Yeah, it says it's not working.
Oh, shoot. Hold on, let me see it. For some reason, there's 2 live streams. That's the other one. So we need to go in and delete that one as well.
Okay.
So, because if you go in, how does this work?
Well,
while I do this,
we're going to keep you guys entertained throughout the night because we love you. And we want you to know that we love you. So we got a couple of fun things that are going to go. Hey, it's us.
Hey, look at that. That's us.
Let me see let me have my phone.
Yep. So I need to get into the YouTube the YouTube page and kill that other stream that's going on right now.
Hey, Ashley, thanks for tuning into the live stream.
Hey, is that mine? Is that my Ashley?
Yeah.
Hey, babe.
Yeah.
Love you.
Let me mute that real quick. And then, yeah.
Like I said, fast and loose.
Now I got to text my wife and let her know
that you love her or something? So.
No, she was saying it wasn't working.
Oh, I got it. I think I got it working.
Yeah.
Because it was back up on that other one when I ran up there and got some snacks.
Yeah.
I need to log in this.
All right, guys.
So, hey, let's check in on the thing that we are here for.
Yeah. So,
you want to check on some
for tonight. Right now, it looks like they've started counting in Florida, Mississippi, Alabama, South Carolina, Oklahoma, Kentucky, Indiana, and West Virginia. And then looks like Vermont, Maryland, Connecticut. And I can't read what that other one is. But right now, for what they have counted, they've got Trump leaning on 95 electoral votes and Harris at 35 electoral votes. And the states have not finished counting. So it's not like that's locked in. That's just right now leading in that count in that state is either Trump or Harris. So right now Harris has got looks like Maryland, Connecticut, Vermont, and then Rhode Island. And then Trump has got South Carolina, West Virginia, Tennessee, Alabama, Indiana, Mississippi, Kentucky, and Florida.
Look at that.
So there we go. That's according to what we're seeing right now.
What was I going to say?
And according to the thing that we're following, it says 270 electoral votes to win. So whoever gets
let me flip that over.
That's
blocked right now. Okay, now they can see that.
Yeah, so you can. Yeah, so we've got that pulled up for you guys. Basically, whoever reaches that 270 electoral votes is going to win the election.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it goes as the night goes on.
Mm-hmm, and we'll check in with that later on.
Mm-hmm, and we will keep on checking in on and keeping you guys up to date. So before we get into our first little mini game, I did want to read a verse just as a good reminder to us all. Read this earlier today when I was doing kind of my own Bible reading. But this is Psalms 8, verses 4 through 6. And it says, "What is man that thou art mindful of him? And the son of man that thou visitest him? For thou hast made him a little lower than the angels, and hast crowned him with glory and honor. Thou madest him to have dominion over the works of thy hands. Thou hast put all things under his feet." So, basically the verse is getting at, who is mankind? What is mankind? Why would you, God, creator of the universe, even see fit to even look at or care about man? Because in comparison, man is nothing to you, God. But you have set him up as the authority over the earth, over your creation. You've given him your image, and you've given him the task of lordship over the earth. So just a good reminder. Yeah, we may think in our heads that we're hot and we're all that because we're the smartest things on planet Earth. But when we compare ourselves to the all-powerful creator of the universe, it's amazing that he even has consideration for us. So let's remain humble. Even when we're talking about elections and who's getting elected, let's not get prideful and boastful about our candidate. Let's just remain in the humble position. So, all right, first mini game, Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, we're doing it.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm doing it. Yeah, I'm ready. Sorry. I'm trying to, I think that I fixed it, that the stream is only down to the single actual working stream. Let's hope so.
All right. My wife says it is working, you goofball.
Wow, because I fixed it, you goofball.
Thanks, pretty.
What?
No, that's just my wife's first name legally.
Legally, her first name is Pretty.
Mm-hmm.
So anyways, I presented John with a little game.
Oh, yeah.
So it's, I'm going to present John with a picture of Dragon Ball Z characters. John does not know anything about Dragon Ball Z.
Nothing. I know.
Nothing at all. So I'm going to present him with pictures of Dragon Ball Z characters, and he has to, you know what? Since there's no names, you got to guess their name.
What?
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to be able to. I don't even know any names.
Okay.
Like,
Fine.
I know nothing.
Okay,
about Dragon
I'll
Ball.
tell you their name, and based off of the characters in the picture, you have to guess their relation to one another.
Okay.
So here we go. Let me pull that up.
I need to put this picture on here real quick.
Let me move this to the side.
This is so unprofessional. We don't have a marketing team, you guys.
We don't.
Just so you know.
Not at
so
all.
it's just me. And yours.
You ready? We do it?
I'm ready.
Okay. So
Oh boy.
look at all of them Dragon Ball Zs.
Okay.
Look at all those Zs.
All right.
So we're going to start from the left over here.
Okay.
This fella. This is, I can't remember his number. That is, shoot. Android 15?
Okay.
I can't remember. Dragon Ball Z fans are going to kill me. I can't remember his number. That, or if you want to go with it, that is Dr. Giro.
Dr. Giro.
So, do you need more names, or would you like to start trying to make connections here?
Dude, I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't know.
Yeah, okay. So, this is Android 17.
So, is that the child of Dr. Giro?
Sort of.
The creation of Dr. Giro.
That is the creation of Dr. Giro.
Okay. Yay.
Okay. So, now, I'll give you these two. This is Android 16 right here, and this is Android 18.
So more creations of Dr. Giro.
Yes. Now, what are their relations here?
I'm going to go with the small child on the large red head, Nephilim. Are buddies, best buddies. And then the other one looks kind of like a loner, so I'm going to assume that they are... There's no relation.
Sorry, I'm chewing food. That's incorrect.
Okay.
That one is a creation, of course. So are they, but because they're androids, they're part human.
Okay.
This one, the blonde hair and the black hair, are siblings. That's brother and sister.
Brother and sister. Okay, I kind of see it. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
So, let's play this now. This, I'm able to zoom in. Look at that. Okay. So this handsome guy here, right there,
Yeah.
that is Vegeta.
Vegeta? Sounds like a Taco Bell seasonal menu item.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. Vegeta. What, Vegeta has a child.
Oi.
He is in this picture.
Is it the small depressed child with the teal shirt?
Right here?
I said teal.
This one?
Yeah.
No, that's Chaozu.
I don't know who that is.
That's Chaozu.
Okay, then the other child. Is it the other child?
Which one's the other child? This one?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, well, all the other ones that are in there that look like children look all the same.
Which ones are all the children?
All the small ones.
Like these things?
Yeah.
No. Well, those the father of one of those is here. I love this. This is so much fun. It's stupid, but I love it.
Okay, so he has a child. Is it the bald monk?
The bald monk is older than this guy.
Okay, is it that guy?
No. That is the main character of the show.
Okay, well then I don't know who his child is.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
This is his child.
Okay, see, I didn't even see that was a person.
Oh, no? So that is his child from the future.
Oh, good.
So during this story arc, his child is a baby.
Okay.
He comes back from the from the future, to stop the attack of these guys that he created. And then he created this one as well. That's also an android.
Okay.
I remember now. That's 19 and this is Android 20.
Wait, he's 20,
He's 20.
but he created all the other ones that have lower numbers?
Then made an android of himself.
Gotcha.
Yep. Okay, now. I mean, we're almost done here. This is Cell.
Cell?
This is Cell.
S-A-L-E or S-E-L-L or C-E-L-L?
Cell.
Okay.
His children are here.
Well, then I'm going to assume all the small blue ones.
Yeah, they're like things that he created to attack and destroy.
So nobody's like naturally having babies. Everybody's just creating things.
Her husband is here.
Her husband?
Her husband's here.
Is it the bald guy with the green cladding?
No, that's TN.
Okay. Is it the Nephilim that she's sitting on?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Is it
You ready for your mind to be blown?
the monk with the short hair?
Which one's the monk with the short hair? This guy?
No, the guy with the orange on thing.
Oh, this guy?
Yeah.
That's not a monk. That's like a gi? It's a fighting gi.
Oh,
I
okay.
believe is what that is. No, that's Yamcha. Everybody hates Yamcha.
Gotcha.
No, it's this guy.
That's her
Husband.
husband?
Yep. After this arc, they get married.
Uh,
Spoiler to a 30-year-old show.
Oh, okay. Dude.
This is great, right?
I guess so.
All right, we'll speed this along real quick.
Okay.
So this guy has a son in this picture.
Okay, is it the son that's right next to him?
Yeah, that's his son, Gohan.
Okay.
All right. Now, I don't know how to do this. Okay, so this here is King Cold.
Okay, King Cold.
This is his son.
Okay.
What do you think his son's name is? That's how we'll finish this out.
Prince Ice.
You are closer than you think you are.
Prince Frost.
Think about think about where it's cold instead of that it's cold.
Prince Antarctica.
That is Frieza.
Frieza?
That's Frieza.
That's his name, Frieza.
His name's Frieza. His other son, his name is Cooler.
Cooler?
Cooler.
Frieza and Cooler.
So let's play this. Like usually they group names together.
Okay.
So this guy here is an alien. He come
Which
to
one?
Earth.
I'm sorry, I wasn't looking.
Oh, this guy right here.
Okay, alien came to Earth.
Came to Earth, kind of like anime Superman.
Okay.
So that's Goku.
Goku.
That's Gohan, which translates to rice. That is Vegeta, vegetable.
Okay.
That is Piccolo, pickle.
Okay.
His brother's name is Raditz, radish.
Is Piccolo related to anyone on the screen?
No.
Okay.
So, so it's the idea is that you have all of the vegetables,
Mm-hmm.
and then the place to put the vegetables to keep them cold.
Good.
There's other naming. So that's Trunks. His mom is Bulma. And her dad is Dr. Briefs, which is all forms of clothing.
Yeah. Okay.
So, there you go. Dragon Ball Z in a nutshell.
Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon, ball to dragon.
Ball to dragon.
Dragon Ball Z.
Okay. All right.
So we're done.
Good.
Oh, did we freeze? I think our video froze. Uh-oh.
No.
I'll work on that. Go ahead and vet. Just know that we're here still, guys.
We're here still.
And I'll get rid of
Looks like we're on there.
We're on there.
Ashley says we froze.
Yeah, our actual picture is frozen.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think the app that's projecting our image is just messed
We're just over here struggling.
That's us.
Struggling.
Let's see if we can connect with your phone. Pull up the app.
Okay. Here we are.
Hey, we're live.
And we're back at it.
Okay, so I'm going to switch over to, we can watch some election stuff while I set up the other camera.
Okay.
So vet for me.
Yeah, everything's still pretty much the same counting wise. A lot of states have not started yet.
Started counting?
Started counting.
So, because,
Well, yes, there's that. But I mean, Georgia hasn't started counting, and they should have, because it's 8:30, and the polls closed at 7 today.
Probably dramatize it up. Can you hear me? I'll probably kick you in the street.
Yeah. Jerry said they'll probably dramatize it up for Georgia, which is where we live. Well, it's because it was a swing state last time around. So now everyone's like, what's it going to do? But I can say all the drama from last time around that, like, Georgia's got to be really careful and just be above board the entire time. Because if anything shady happens, it's gonna be
Hey, we're back.
It's gonna be attacked by whoever loses. Because last time there were several shady things that happened that I'm not saying that the election was messed with, but there was just stuff going on that was like, what?
You could question that it was.
Yeah, why is that a thing? And
we shouldn't be able to question what the legitimacy of the election.
Yeah, so it was the combination of, it was some questionable things were going on around voting precincts, certain voting precincts, and Georgia flipped to Democrat, which is the first time it happened in a little while. So
has it ever been Democratic before then?
Probably so. I don't actually know that off the top of my head, but it was just traditionally it's kind of always landed in
red town.
Yeah, people are trying to blame things, and to be honest, if I would blame.
Here's an idea:
aliens.
The aliens. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna go ahead and try and pull up how many times Georgia has been swing state. Hey, what is your favorite What is your favorite Mario game, and why?
So they have a new one that came out recently.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. That one.
What is it?
It's called Super Mario Brothers Wonder.
Okay.
And it did this thing where it made the game for the longest time we've had Mario games that are very similar, right? In the way that it works.
Mm-hmm.
Functionality speaking.
Okay.
Visually speaking. And this new one that just came out really just made it. It's still Mario.
Okay.
It's so unique in the things that happen, where like every level is rememberable and unique, and they did such a good job with that. So,
gotcha. All right. So the last time, so 2020, it was Democratic. It won Democratic.
mm-hmm.
The last time that happened was in 1992.
Who was running then? Does it say?
For 1992, I think that was Bill Clinton. Maybe. I don't remember. Anyways, so yeah, 1992, and then it happened again in 1980, and then 1976. So, but back in 1852, it was the Whig Party won. In 1789, it was the Federalists. In 1796, it was the Federalists again. In somewhere in the 1960s, it was an American independent. So there you go. It can happen. Yeah.
Oh, my wife said that she loved my voter sticker.
Yeah, it is pretty great. So you said the most recent Mario game is your favorite?
Mm-hmm.
What is it called?
Mario Wonder.
Mario Wonder.
I wonder.
So Luigi's Haunted Mansion.
Mm-hmm.
I've never played it. What is the pull? You know what I mean? Like what's like, oh yeah, this game's good.
Ghostbusters.
The Ghostbusters. You know what? I take it back. I think I have played a little bit of it.
It is you're playing Ghostbusters, but you're Luigi, and Luigi in the game is like set up to be like a coward.
Yes.
So, but he's
going like in the movie too.
Yeah, I mean that's where it kind of set up from that. That's why he went to like that ghost mansion with all the dry bones and everything. To kind of set up Luigi's mansion, like that little connection there.
Okay.
But yeah, he goes in to this house. I can't remember the setup. I think it was like to meet Mario there, and when he gets there, he finds out that Mario's been taken.
Oh no, Mario!
And so you have to go through. This time, you're Luigi's trying to save Mario because he got captured by some ghosts.
Gotcha.
So like you have to go through the whole mansion capturing all the ghosts.
Yeah.
And then you end up finding the ghost.
I'm not ignoring you.
I see you're doing something flashing.
Dude, someone has opened like 30,000 tabs.
Is that something your child's?
Searcher on this thing. Anyways, okay. I had this pulled up on the computer, and then we had to restart the computer, so give me a second to pull it up.
What is it you're pulling up?
Top. I had a stat for board games.
I'm sorry.
You're good.
We are currently sitting at 2 viewers.
My wife and your wife.
That's who they are, but also your children.
Yeah, my kids are watching upstairs.
Hey, guys.
Hi, family. I love you. Come on. Where was?
Let's see if I can push to tell everybody to come watch. Hey, everybody. Come watch.
Hey, friends. Get over here. Maybe, how should I word this? Most popular board games of all time. Let's see if that one does it. Because I really liked the link that I found earlier. It was very fun to follow along with.
So everybody go out and promote the dream.
Yeah, guys. Do your part. Get out there.
Vote. On this stream.
On this stream. Fun.com.
Fun.com.
That's where it was at.
You said on the post, love only on YouTube.
What?
On the post.
No, that's on Instagram.
Yeah.
I'll have to change it. Okay, maybe this is it. All right, guys, I'm sorry for the ill preparedness. We were
super prepared, but then
things happened last minute that made it look like we weren't prepared. Okay, I've got it up. Okay, so this list goes to the top 20 board games. Are you ready to start?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. This is the best-selling board games of all time.
Monopoly.
Number one. What do you think is number one?
Monopoly.
Incorrect.
Oh, I was going to say, you should have let me have a second guess. I was
3 million plus
Uno
is sold yearly in the U.S.
3 million?
Yeah.
Who needs that many copies of Monopoly? Because they come out with all this. Oh, sorry, chess. I'm sorry.
It just says that 3 million plus chess board games are sold annually in the U.S. All right. What do you think is number two?
Number two? Uno.
Checkers.
Oh. This is dumb.
Estimated 50 billion units.
Jeez.
Has been sold since its introduction thousands of years ago. What? How do you know that? All right. Number three. What do you think number three is?
Is this a real board game or like an ancient board game?
This is a real board game.
Is it Monopoly now?
It's Monopoly now. Number three. Units sold 275 million. All right. And it was introduced in 1935. So that's pretty cool. Number four. What do you think number four is?
Give me 1 second. Uno. That's my guess this time. Okay.
Uno is a card game.
It is a card game. Is it just cards in general?
No, there's no card games on this.
Oh, there's no card games?
I think.
You just said it's a card game.
No, board games.
Oh, sorry.
I'm saying that Uno is a card game. That's
gotcha. I'm sorry. Shoot. I'm going to say, is it newer or older?
When you say older, what do you mean?
Like older than me.
Yes, it's older than you.
Is it Chinese checkers?
Nope. Came out in 1938.
Okay. What do you mean when you say, is it older? Yeah, it's older.
Well, okay, because no one knows when chess was created. That's how old it is.
I know when it was created.
Well, this says it was introduced in the 1200s.
That's what I knew that. 1200.
Okay, when do you think that checkers was documented to come into existence?
Oh, I know this. The 1300s.
3000 BC.
That's what I said.
Anyways, number four is Scrabble.
Oh, Scrabble.
Scrabble.
The election.
He's letting people know.
Hanging out.
Hey, looks like we got another.
Oh, update. Hold on 1 second. I'll switch it over.
No, don't worry. Oh yeah, Arkansas. Arkansas started counting. So there you go, everybody. And just so you know, it's right now red for Donald Trump.
I mean, that's usually how it is.
Arkansas?
No, just red for Donald Trump.
Oh, yeah. Anyways, moving forward. Top 20 most sold board games. Sorry. The best-selling board games of all time ranked. Now, if you're watching, make sure to comment what your answers are. I guess you could go ahead and cheat and try and find this.
Just do that.
But
it'll help.
Just comment on the stream as you think. So, coming in at number 5, what do you think is at number 5. So far, number 1's chess, number 2's checkers, number 3's Monopoly, and number 4 is Scrabble. So what is number 5 on the list, the top 20 list?
Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Not a card. No card games are on this.
Hold on, give me just a second. I apologize to everybody watching. That's going to be...
It's not entertaining right now.
You should have held off.
I should have held off.
You should wait for this for just a second.
I don't know.
Sing us a song on your guitar.
Hold me closer, tiny dancer. I know. I'm pretty great.
That's why I come up here.
I'm pretty great, and Jairus is pretty sus.
Wow. That'll be the next game we play in just a second.
Meanwhile.
Don't make me cry.
Here we are in the moment that we've all been waiting for. The moment where we all get to eat
potatoes. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
Missed it. Let me do that again. The moment where we all get to eat
potatoes. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
There you go. That was for you, my beautiful wife. She loves both that movie and
potatoes.
Okay,
I'm back. I'm sorry. I apologize to everybody watching. That was super entertaining, I'm sure.
Yes. Hey, pull up on your phone and see if the live stream's still going.
It is.
We're frozen.
We are not. We are
up there is frozen.
Oh, the video is frozen.
Ew.
Just kill that.
Anyways, if you guys were concerned, it's because I don't have great internet. And we're finding that out now.
Just right this very second.
So, there you go.
Okay, it's back.
Okay.
This is the problems with live. Well, not these are the beautiful things that we get to deal with with the live streams.
Yep.
Wow, it's still going.
Okay.
And it's pretty quick, like on the spot, so people can sit there and answer.
All right, here we are. We're going in at number 5. Jairus is going to participate now.
Your wife said potatoes equals life.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, I got my answer. It's Clue.
Number 5?
Yeah.
Who commented that?
Your wife.
Yes, it's Clue.
It's Clue.
Number
Nice.
5 is Clue. 150 million units sold. And it came into existence in 1949, right at the end of World War II.
What do you think inspired the murder mystery? Do you think that there was already a murder mystery era, or that Clue inspired the murder mystery era?
Ooh, that's a good question. When did everybody start writing things like
Agatha Christie? She made those kind of novels, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Murder mystery kind of things.
Yeah.
Murder, She Wrote.
That's a TV show.
It sure is, but she did write murder.
Pretty sure that TV show is like from the 80s.
Mrs. Potts.
Murder, She Wrote.
Angela Lansbury played in that. She is Mrs. Potts in Beauty and the Beast.
And she's what else is it? She's in Pirates of Penzance.
As who?
She's the old maid.
The old maid.
Like
that movie's fairly old.
Literally.
How is she playing like an old person in that?
I don't know. She was like probably in her 40s, so she wasn't like old.
Oh my gosh, not the 40s.
Well, they're
that's coming up on us.
They're depicting an era in time where it's like a young man who just turned 20 is looking for a bride, so preferably somebody who's 16. That's kind of the time frame.
I got something, I'm sure.
Yeah. Yowza. No, it'd be more so like I should have played that for Clue. Dang. All right, what do you think's coming in at number 6? Number 6, everybody.
Number 6, Candyland.
Here we are. Candyland?
Yeah.
Nice. No, Battleship.
Oh. I got excited because I was just giving telling you Your wife's answer.
Oh, come on. You can't be crippled like that. Don't let other people answer it for you.
Wow.
All right. And units sold 100 million, and it came into existence in 1931. So there we go. All right, number 7, coming in hot. What do you think number 7 is?
Your wife said she believed you.
I will say this. This is a game that we have not played like together. So there you go.
We played a lot of board games.
We've played a lot of board games. There's a couple on here that we have not played. But yeah, this is one of them.
Pokemon cards.
That's a card game again. You keep on going that route.
Oh man.
Starts with a T and it's got 2 words in the name.
Tetris. I'm so bad at this for some reason. Like, for some reason, I'm blanking on even thinking of a board game.
Trivial Pursuit.
Oh, me and my wife have played Trivial Pursuit.
Oh, but you and I haven't played it.
Yeah, because you're not my wife.
Yeah.
That'd be weird.
Yes. And that was created in 1981, for those who didn't know. All right. This one starts with a B, and it uses pieces that look like checker pieces. For board game number 8.
Oh, it's not backgammon. Is it backgammon?
Yeah. Yeah.
I got one for real.
You did it.
Ooh, hold on. You got something for me?
Do we have something for you? No, not really. All right. Okay, number 9. You've already named this as a game.
Which one was it?
Number 9.
What does it start with?
It's very childish.
Oh, Candyland.
Yep.
There we go.
Number 9. 50 million copies sold since 1949. All right. Number 10.
Number 10.
It's got alcohol in the name.
Alcohol. The game.
Alcohol, the game.
Hold on. A type of alcohol or the word alcohol is in the game?
A type of alcohol is like in the name of the game.
Beer pong.
That's not a board game, dude.
Not the way that college kids play.
I'm going to stop you here. Rummy Cube.
What?
Rummy Cube.
Rummy Cube. Rummy is a card game.
Rummy Cube is not a card game.
What is Rummy Cube?
It's like domino pieces. The pieces are dominoes, but they, instead of like the actual domino dots, it's got numbers on it.
I'm pulling it up. Hold on.
Why couldn't you just trust the way that I explained it to you? Do you see what I deal with, guys? Unreal.
Excuse me. Yeah, what is that it?
Yeah, that's Rummy Cube.
Okay. Cool.
Which came out in 1950.
I was going to pull it up, but then saw that you have your personal tabs up there, so I didn't want to give you anything to anybody.
50 million copies have been sold since 1950.
50 million tabs.
50 million plus. Sorry. All right. We're on number 11 now.
Number 11?
Mm-hmm.
I thought we were doing just 10.
Oh, I've got the top 20, but we can cut it at 10.
No, let's just do 5 more.
Let's go all the way.
But we have to have some participation in the audience.
Yeah. What do you guys think number 11 is?
What do I think number 11 is? Or what do they think?
Well, you can say yours, but I also want to see if they'll type theirs.
Let's see. We're waiting.
Anybody?
We do have an answer.
Buddy, what's the answer?
Catan.
Who said that?
Your wife.
Wrongo.
Oh, shoot. Hair shot up a little bit there.
Yep. They started counting, looks like Illinois and Delaware and New Jersey just started counting. So
I wonder if this is accurate. What if we're looking at bad information?
I don't know. We'll pull up some other stuff in a minute. Okay, number 11. This one is a game that people like to play, but they get frustrated by it.
Is that Risk?
No, it is
Monopoly.
The Game of Life. You already said Monopoly.
Game of Life.
Game of Life.
Game of Life. I said it first.
Came out in 1960. So
that's like a reflection of how life was back in the 60s?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Sit there with your little toy car and your little peg.
Go to college.
Your
career right away.
That's all you can do.
Dude, that's what the Game of Life was. It was just a giant ploy to try and get kids to go to college.
What was the bonus on that, right? You got some.
You made some extra money, but they didn't really.
You got more money to start out with, but why is there a Wii remote on the table?
I was being artsy.
Oh.
There's not a Wii.
Wii. Okay.
Just a remote Wii.
What did the pig say when he was playing a Nintendo console?
Wii. Okay, number 12. You're not going to get this because I don't even know what it is.
Hold on. It's backgammon.
You already said backgammon.
What is it?
Othello.
Othello? Like Othello?
I'm not going to show you.
Hey, show me those answers.
Because then you'll see him. Othello.
Othello. Isn't that like a Shakespeare character?
I don't know, but it has sold 40 million and it came out in 1883. Never heard of it. So if you've played it and you think it's awesome, let me know.
I think it was awful.
All right, coming in number 13. This one, you use a pencil.
Oh, what am I thinking? Oh, Yahtzee.
And you've got a timer.
That's that one. I'm blank on the name, but it's the one where you shake up the thing and you have to find the words and the letters on the board, right? Give me a second. I know what you're talking about.
Do you?
Yeah.
What is it?
I don't like that you're queuing something up over there.
I'm waiting for you to answer.
What is it? It's Peggy Hill in King of the Hill went to Boggle.
No.
It's not Boggle? You just let me suffer this whole time?
It's not Boggle. You use a pencil. You've got a timer.
Boggle.
And you're trying to draw.
Oh, charades? Or it's charades, but it's Pictionary.
There you go. You did it.
It only took me an hour.
You literally named all the other pencil games. Okay, and that one came out in 1985. For those of you who did not know. So, relatively new game. Okay, this one's also a relatively new game.
Catan.
Yep.
Is it actually?
Yeah.
Finally, something to be proud of.
There you go. Okay, and after that is a game you hate to play, but I love to play it.
It's Risk.
Yep.
I don't know. It's just something about Risk. 25
million copies sold. And came out in 1957. Stratego. Wow. Came out as number 16. 20 million copies sold. Came out in 1961. Have you heard of Mancala?
Yes, I love Mancala.
I have never played it.
I feel like I was describing this game to you yesterday when we were doing something.
Maybe.
It was the one where I was talking about how you have the little pebbles and you have little zones you capture with your pebbles. Yeah, that's Mancala.
Okay. Well, that came out 18 million plus copies sold.
You could play Mancala on Club Penguin. You remember
That's what we were talking about then. Yeah, because we were talking about Club Penguin.
So the on Club Penguin, like when you went to the cafe or whatever, and you went up to the top of it, they had the board game, and it was Mancala.
Yeah, okay. So there you go. I have played it just virtually.
Virtually.
Do you know when this came out?
What's that? Mancala?
Yeah.
Oh, it seems like it's pretty old. I'm going to say like the 1500s or something.
Okay. Yep. 1400 BC.
That was close.
Yep. All right. This one has checker pieces, but you play vertically.
3D chess.
No. Very simple game. Play vertically. You got little like checker discs.
Played vertically.
Like the board's vertically. Like it's going up and down like that.
I know what vertical means.
So vertical is when you've got something.
It's when it goes, ooh. We can do that now. We can do visual gags.
We can.
Apologies to the people listening on the podcast.
Yeah, sorry guys.
You should have tuned in live.
Looks to me like you're on the wrong side of the river.
See? Should have watched. All right, this is number 18.
What is it?
Connect 4.
That is so stupid.
Came out in 1974. 4 million copies sold. And I'll give you one guess how many players can play the game.
And Connect 4?
Yeah.
4.
No.
I feel like a trick question. It's 2.
2, yeah.
4.
Alrighty. I've never heard of this game before. Blocus.
Your wife said Connect 4.
Oh.
But did she say it before or after you gave the answer?
Oh, that's the real question.
Yeah, I can say the answer too after you said it.
Does anyone know what Blocus is?
Blocus?
Yeah, the pieces look like Tetris pieces.
Let me see. We're stopping at 20.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's pretty. Yeah. See, came out in 2000.
That is
The year 2000. Blocus, look it up. Looks interesting. And number 20 is.
I would have never guessed this. Cranium.
That's right.
Isn't Cranium kind of like a kid's version of Trivia Pursuit?
I think so. It depends on what crowd you talk to. It's either it's a kid's board game or it's a head injury. For the greatest sport created and played all time.
You need to focus.
UFC. Anyways, so that's it. Yay, board game.
Concussion.
I am
Name one more Will Smith movie.
concussed.
I just named 2 Will Smith movies.
I Am Legend.
No, I just did it.
You just named I Am Legend?
Mm-hmm. I Am Legend, Focus,
iRobot.
iRobot,
Men in Black 1, 2, and 3.
Suicide Squad,
Bad Boys 1, 2, and 3.
Bad Boys 4. What is that one called? What is
Hancock.
Men in Black?
I already listed those.
No, you just said Men in Black.
I said Men in Black 1, 2, and 3.
You went too fast.
You're just upset that I said it before you did.
Hitch.
Hitch? Ooh, okay. What's another one?
The Pursuit of Happiness. 7
Ooh.
pounds.
Hey, there you go. After Earth.
No, that he is in that movie, but he's barely in that movie, right?
He's still in it.
You're right. Wild Wild West.
Wow, dang it. I can't think of any other movies.
I'll probably think of one. Hold on.
Come on, guys, give us your Will Smith movie.
Oh, Aladdin.
I do. Can't really name Prince of Bel-Air because that's not a movie. It's a TV show.
How many TV shows was he in as a staple?
I think just the Prince of Bel-Air. I don't think he was in
I'm sure he's been in other TV shows, right? But
I don't know if he's been in other TV shows. Oh, dude. Independence Day.
Oh, nice.
Very accurate because, everyone's talking about aliens right now. Everyone's saying that they're going to take over the world.
Here's an idea. Aliens.
Aliens.
It's an idea.
Aliens.
Are you thinking about it? Do you know what alien movie I watched the other day?
Alien.
No. War of the World with Tom Cruise.
Mission Impossible.
They're just going to jump over to another big.
I'm looking up Will Smith to see which ones we missed. So we said Bad Boys, we said Men in Black, Independence Day, Enemy of the State.
I don't think I've seen that one.
What about Shark Tale? He sure is in that.
He is in Shark Tale, but it's animated, so we weren't thinking off the cuff.
That's some people would argue that's not a real movie.
Shark Tale?
No, just animated movies.
Oh yeah, we don't count animated movies,
which is weird because they're great.
Hey, you're great.
Okay, hold on, Bad Boy.
Listen, everybody, we love you.
We're just hanging out, guys.
We're just hanging out and having a good time. And for my boys that are watching this live upstairs, this is for you.
Yay.
Yay! A little dance party. Okay.
He was in Anchorman 2.
He was for the soul.
He was for BET, I think. He came out and said, I am the anchor for BET.
Oh.
And then, because it was Sacha Cohen Bar, I can't ever say his name. The guy who plays Borat comes out for the BBC.
Uh-huh.
Jim Carrey comes out for the Canadian news channel. Vince Vaughn is for Channel 9.
Wow. Okay, so update for everybody.
Gemini Man.
Florida has already announced that Trump has won the electoral votes in Florida, which is 30. And so far, that's the only one that's actually checked in and announced it.
Like officially?
Well, according to Politico.
Oh, Politico.
Yeah. Oh, Politico.
So looking here on our side.
Yeah, let me back up.
It's showing that.
So right now they've got him at Trump at 120 for electoral votes and Harris at 99.
So ours
on Politico.
On Politico. So our thing is either behind or more accurate.
Yeah.
So it's a tight race.
I'm pulling up another resource. So if you just go to Google, it's the same as Politico. We got Trump at 120 and Harris at 99.
Oh, so ours is very behind. I'm going to start looking at something better. Everybody who's watching is like, I'm just going to go to Politico.
Well, yeah. But once again, that doesn't mean that those votes are locked in, because not all the states have come in and said we're done counting. So just keep that in mind.
Right now, Jill Stein and Chase Oliver are both tied at 0 electoral votes.
So I'm figuring this out, guys.
It's okay. Go ahead.
Safe, likely, leans, and toss up. This is just a prediction map, it looks like.
I wonder if I can get this zoomed in on me, because this is better looking, at least as a map.
Yeah. So I'm not seeing anything in here about as far as like any. So that the Politico thing was saying that it looks like Florida has finished counting. So right now, this is saying, just if you do your Google search for presidential election, it's saying that North and South Dakota, Wyoming, Nebraska, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Florida, South Carolina, Tennessee, Kentucky, Indiana, and West Virginia have all clocked in. And like Trump, so the Republicans have won those states. And right now for the Democrats, it's all the East Coast blues. So Rhode Island, Connecticut, New Jersey, Delaware. Why can I not think of what that's called?
Because you're a silly little goose.
Yeah. What is, this is going to be bad. What is MD?
Good question. Good.
Is it Maryland? Maryland probably, right? New York. And those are all clocked in, and Illinois is clocked in, saying that Harris is in the lead or has won those states. So right now up in the air is Ohio, Virginia, North Carolina, Georgia, Texas, New Mexico, Indiana, Missouri, Michigan, Pennsylvania, New Hampshire.
What's the name of that song? Ohio's for Lover. What is that? What's that?
What is ME? It's
ME?
the very top of the United States thing on the East Coast. Apparently, I've got to pull up a map with all the name of the states because I have forgotten what they're all called.
See if our answers are in the chat. Your son said thank you for the dance party, by the way.
You're welcome, buddy. I'm always thinking of you. Always thinking of you. Okay. Give me that picture. Give me that picture. Let's see, Wikipedia. Wikipedia is reliable, right?
Always. So
Maine.
Dude,
what a...
ME is Maine? Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Can't believe I did that. Okay. Massachusetts. That's what I messed up on. Yeah, so Maryland is MD. Yeah. See, guys? I know what I'm doing. All right. Tune into the Saints and Serve for reliable...
for information. It might not be reliable, but it's information.
We've got the information. We've got it here. All right. Right now they're saying that Kamala Harris is in the lead for Pennsylvania. They're still counting the votes though. 17% is reporting. So
17%.
Yeah.
Wow.
North Carolina, Trump's in the lead. 40% reporting. Georgia, Trump's in the lead. 66% has reported. And then I don't have Indiana on here or Michigan, but those are no Michigan. Yeah, Michigan isn't in yet. So they're saying that it's Kamala, but
I'm not. I'm saying that it's Bob.
It's at 10% reporting. That's why. So, and then Pennsylvania is at 18%. And what was the other one? How do I go back? Show map. There we go. Maine's at 1%. That's why we don't know. Virginia Virginia's at 49%. It's leaning Republican. North Carolina, we talked about that one already, 40%. Hey, I'll give you one guess. What part of North Carolina is predominantly red?
The part that's red.
West North Carolina. Indiana is at 1%.
John's hating my conversation tonight.
Yeah.
Wow.
Where's your head, man?
My head's over here trying to monitor the live stream.
Texas is already at 57%. And Texas is like 2 hours behind East Coast time. So that's impressive.
Very impressive.
They're doing something right over there. Georgia, who's on the East Coast, is at 68%. Unbelievable. That Texas is that close to being done, and we're still over here. Oh, I don't know.
We don't know.
I just don't know. It looks like...
It's crazy how that map is looking predominantly red right now. Oh, well, a bunch of things just came through.
Yeah, but you got to remember, it's not about the state. It's about how many electoral votes they have.
Trump just jumped up to 137.
137.
It looked like Wyoming.
But remember, none of those states have officially, locked it in. Florida's the only one who's completed.
Oh, 100%?
100%.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Well, let me check that. Yeah, because South Carolina says that it's Trump, but they're only at 56%. If you go to most of these, I mean, yeah. Well, Florida's not even done. Florida's 93%.
So nothing is official. So why are we looking at things that show that it's official?
Because no one has officially done it yet. But I mean, 93% in Florida. And it is very much so swinging Donald Trump's way. So he's at 56.2% for votes. So unless, I don't even think the other 7% would be able to move it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that's the reason they did that. But yeah, here we are. Things are going. Things are moving. And once again, we just got to remember, it's all allegedly. No one has finished in totality counting votes yet. So it's all just kind of maybe. Yeah, so right now, popular votes. Trump is sitting at 25,486,955. Oh, it just went up.
Oh, nice. Say that number again.
Kamala's at 22,489,239. Jill Stein is at 180,374. Chase Oliver is at 172,149. So they're putting Trump at a 52.7% lead, Kamala Harris at a 46.2% lead.
Oh, and then the other, that's not
the other two are at a 0.4.
I was about to say that math doesn't work.
That math ain't mathing. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and do a quick prayer.
Hold on. Here's.
What are you doing? What are you doing over there? This guy. Unreal. I've got a story that I want to talk about.
We'll talk about it. Let's do this.
Well, let's pray real quick.
Okay.
Heavenly Father, we thank you for our country and just that we have the freedom to vote. Lord, we just pray your blessings over this process as we figure out who our next leader is. Yeah, God, we need your presence. We need you in our country. I just pray that we would all humble ourselves and fall before your feet to serve you, God, and repent of our sins as a nation, and put you first again, God. I pray all these things in your name, Jesus. Amen.
Amen.
All right. What do you think is the largest heist of recorded American history.
That's going to be when I robbed that bank a couple of weeks ago and obtained $36. Our bank system is solid. No major money's ever taken from banks.
Okay. You're on the right track because this heist happened in 2022.
Really?
Yeah. And the reason, and I guess I can't technically say heist, but it was a government entity that took private individuals' money against the law.
Taxes.
They broke the law to seize money.
Was it like a huge amount? Oh,
Huge amount.
I feel like I remember this happening.
It is a government entity.
Wasn't it something like AT&T or something like that? Like a phone company or something to that effect, slowly taking money by charging people. Oh, if this isn't wrong, if I'm wrong about this.
It's not AT&T.
Okay. So I'm remembering the story now. They got in a lot of trouble because it was a phone company. I don't know if it was AT&T, but they slowly raised the price of everybody's phone bill by like $1 or $2 in a way that like they wouldn't say anything, but it was everybody. Yep. And they, sorry about that clerical mistake. Then they lowered your bill back down, but it was for the people who didn't realize it. And it was like a gain of like $500 million. And then they got like a fine when they got caught by like $500,000. So it was like they still profited off of that. It's something to that effect.
No. So to lay out the story, there was a vault that had a lot of private lock boxes inside the vault. And all these lock boxes are filled with cash, with jewelry, with private important documents, heirlooms, precious collector coins. So like treasure.
Yeah.
Right. All the boxes were opened and all the contents were seized illegally by a government entity.
That's so frustrating because it's people in power thinking they have the right to take somebody else's stuff because they're in power.
It is the FBI. The FBI has technically performed the largest heist or bank robbery in the history of the United States.
What was their excuse?
So this company, it was like Vault Tech, was basically they were in trouble in some form breaking the law by doing a money laundering scheme of some kind.
Mm-hmm.
But the FBI, in order to bust them, acquired a warrant from a judge for a location in Beverly Hills.
Mm-hmm.
The warrant explicitly said that they could not seize any privately owned lockboxes or content inside said lockboxes.
Is it the stupid loophole that none of them were quote unquote privately owned because the boxes were owned by the bank or something like that?
No, that's why it's labeled as a robbery, because they were privately owned. They were being held in the bank. Like the bank was just, you rented the lockbox and all your contents you could store in there. They were not allowed to open those and take those private personal items, but they did anyways. And so they broke the warrant, but nothing's come of it yet. Like nothing's materialized. They're still
trying to figure
the court system out. But it's just amazing to me that they came in, they cleared out everybody's lockboxes. I mean, they said that it was over, I think like 300 million, the equivalent of $300 million was stolen.
Man, can I get a piece of that?
Yeah, for real. but it was stolen by the FBI. They had no legal right to take anything out of those boxes, but they acquired a warrant from a judge, broke the warrant, took the contents, and they're still trying to hide under, we were just busting a bad guy who's breaking the law. So there's your federal tax dollars at work right there for you. As we're in the middle of voting on the next press.
No more taxes, please.
So, and you know what? Like, I'm the guy that I think we should just do away with the FBI. I think that they've done more harm than good in the past.
We don't know. We need any more investigating.
Yeah. We don't need investigators. No, just, I mean, there's got to be a way to have like a coordinated collaboration between different district police and state police entities, and they can collaborate with each other. Like, I get the federal investigations bureau or federal bureau of investigation, whatever. I get that we need someone to be able to go to all states to investigate crime, but I mean, either get rid of everybody who's in the FBI right now and start all over, or do away with the FBI, because it just keeps on kind of breaking the law. Did you hear about the story of the retired veteran who they tried to arrest because they were trying to say that he was smuggling guns or he was running guns. But the story is they approached him to be basically a snitch to try and get him to figure out who's smuggling guns. He was a retired veteran, and he said no. And so they started staking his house out with snipers and stuff. And basically something happened to make it go off, and the snipers ended up killing several of his family members. And then thought that they got him and left him, like, okay, mission success. And then the story came out, and it was like the FBI got a slap on the wrist and was like, well, don't do that anymore.
That's the case all the time, right?
Yeah.
It's always a slap on the wrist.
Hey!
Whoa!
We got a party member here.
Just somebody walking in. Wow.
Here just in time.
It's very nice. Give me a minute. We'll get you a mic.
Get you set up.
Hey, I'll do it because I got to go upstairs and...
You got to go poo poo pee 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 poo poo?
Yes, sir. So here you go. Use mine for now.
Hey, guys. We're here. We're rocking and rocking and rocking.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Just use that for now like that. This won't be the channel. So just use that for now. We'll get you set up.
So for those who listened to episode 5, here is the face to the name, the infamous Jellionelli.
Oh yeah.
Or Janelli Cannoli.
Hello.
How do you say your Instagram name?
Janoli Cannoli.
Janoli Cannoli.
That's me. No, I'm good. I got one.
I'm feeling a little Democratic.
What?
I'm feeling like a Democrat right now. No, that's not a Democrat.
Brother
Yours
has
has
been
got
ignoring the map this whole
a
time.
blast of the past for everybody who remembers episode 2 when we talked about your blue's not my blue.
I'm color.
I said I
like
wanted a
this
blue
better.
drink by saying I want the Democrat, and he grabbed 2 red drinks. So maybe some
Staring at the
fixed-
wrong map.
maybe some fixed drinks going on here.
I think your drink voting machine is off. Check your drink ballot.
Yeah, everybody print out your drink ballot and make sure you're getting the right thing.
Well, hey, man.
Thanks for showing up.
You didn't hear it, but we just did the Obi-Wan Kenobi hello there. So
Oh, nice.
you're welcome. What? Yeah,
I
because
don't think anyone can hear you right now.
You don't got your ears on.
Forgive my nasalness.
So you did not, I'm assuming you did not hear it. So I'm going to go ahead and pose the question again.
Okay.
And see if you can guess. The greatest heist or robbery in the United States history happened in 2022.
What?
Can you guess?
Really?
Can you guess what it was?
The greatest heist?
Robbery. I wouldn't even call it a heist. It was just a robbery.
Heist.
I'll even give you a hint.
Me wooing my wife. I
Wow.
stole her heart.
Wow.
Jairus just said that it was him stealing his wife's heart, which she does have a heart of gold, so makes sense.
Coincidence? Was this like a...
My wife's heart's made of cobalt. That's why people keep on trying to flood her.
What?
So they can harvest the cobalt.
Anyway, I think... Was this like a online
Nope.
thing?
It was
in
a brick and mortar location that had very real treasures in it.
I didn't think people did like in-person robbery anymore.
Everybody's money is online. Why would you be in
Virtual robbery.
I was at the
Virtual
bank today and I had to wait like 5 to 10 minutes to deposit a check because someone was withdrawing like the maximum amount that you can withdraw in a day.
Dang.
I think it's 10 grand. I don't think you can,
You need it quick.
No, you could hear the counting in the back, the counting machines. And then the ladies walked out with like handfuls of hundreds and did a secondary count on the machines outside and then handed them to the people. And they're like, okay, see you later. And the people are like, okay, bye. Anyways, this robbery was actually performed by a government entity. People physically went in, stole valuables.
Valuables like precious stones.
Yeah, jewelry, cash, stones, rare coins. I don't think there's any kind of movement in the world that can happen to make that work.
No.
It's okay. You guys don't.
Fish out of
Guys, calm down. It's not about my face. It's about the experience.
About my face.
There's a reason that we do predominantly podcast with no video.
Real.
It's about the voice. Hello, everybody. I'm here.
I have no idea who did it. Who done it? Who done
The
did it?
Federal Bureau of Investigations.
What?
Bureau.
FBI.
The FBI just cheesed up a place and took everybody. So they were investigating a banking, not like a system, but like basically a vault system, like a company that would have vaults and house things. So there was a vault. There was a vault in Beverly Hills. That vault had a bunch of private lock boxes in it. Hey, do you want to bring me some snackaroonies?
Yay, snack.
I guess just the same stuff like cheese sticks and piggy-o's. Anyways, yeah, so private lock boxes with people's personal items in it. FBI collected a warrant from a Beverly Hills judge. However, the warrant did not allow them to take personal items from personal lock boxes. But when the FBI got there, they did it anyways. They opened everybody's boxes up, took all of their things, confiscated all their stuff. And nobody has gotten their stuff back yet. It's still in the courts.
What?
So, congratulations. The federal government of America has performed the largest robbery
Ding, ding, ding.
in American history.
Wow.
I think it was 300 million. The equivalent of stuff stolen
Dang.
was the worth of 300 million.
Ugh.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of good.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of Benjamins.
See what you did there. Yep. So,
All back to the bank.
yeah. But, you know, we don't do it for... We're not doing it for the United States of America.
For Gondor!
We do it for Gondor.
For Gondor!
That's right.
Amen. So what segment are we on right now? Just talking bad about the FBI?
Yeah, we were talking bad about the FBI. I was trying to come up with stuff to talk about today. I was like, you know, it'd be fun to talk about robbery. Let's look into some robberies. What are some cool robberies that have happened? And then nonchalantly, it was like the greatest robbery that has ever happened was this or whatever. It's like notable mentions underneath that. And it was the FBI, and it took like 3 or 4 times the amount of whatever this other robbery was. I was like, well, that's obviously the largest, the biggest robbery. They just don't want to make it at the FBI's.
So who's your favorite robber? Other than the FBI?
I think it has to be the Florida Man. Every time I see a Florida Man story that has to do with robbery, it's very much comedic. Like there was one Florida man that tried to rob a Wendy's, and they wouldn't, and he did it through the drive-thru.
Oh.
So they wouldn't give him anything, and so he threw an alligator through the drive-thru window.
What?
Yeah.
How big?
I mean, I don't know. Probably like a 4 foot, 5 foot alligator. He had to be able to throw it. So yeah, it was probably like a 3 to 4 foot alligator.
I wonder if he practices his alligator throwing.
I think when you're using an alligator as a projectile weapon, I don't think you practice it. I think it's one of those things you've got enough illegal substances in your veins that, hey, welcome back.
Hey.
For those who couldn't hear, Jairus is back downstairs.
Jairus, who's your favorite robber? Other than the FBI?
Rock and robber. Tweedly rock and robber.
I said anything that has to do with the Florida Man.
Drink your Republican.
Yeah.
I'm back, guys.
Hey, welcome back. Now that Jairus is back, we can finally get into the main event, where we come together and we decide what is the greatest espionage movie of all time. All right, go for it. What's your favorite espionage movie?
Skyfall.
Skyfall.
And it's Skyfall.
Which is a James Bond movie, for those who didn't.
It is a James Bond.
With Daniel Craig.
Danielle Craig.
And Adele.
Yes.
Why'd you say Danielle?
I said Daniel Craig and Adele mixed together Danielle.
Huh? Ooh?
Mm-hmm.
Unreal. What about you, Janelle? What's your favorite espionage movie?
Does the Totally Spies TV show count?
Mm-hmm.
What is that?
You never watched Totally Spies? I watched Totally Spies.
I don't think so.
Is that weird?
Mm-hmm.
Totally Spies was like is it early 2000s?
Mm-hmm.
TV show of these teenage girls who were totally spies. And they had like weapons hidden in their makeup and stuff. So it was like,
you can lean back if you want and then bring that closer to you so you can be more comfortable.
yeah, that'd be good. Get a little comfy. Whoa.
That's not, yeah, you gotta bring it
I
up.
was gonna say.
Oh, I see. There we go. Totally Spies. So
Then people can see me better.
Boo, put it back.
Hey.
Screw that. So anyway,
Totally Spies.
Totally Spies was pretty good. They had like an HQ guy in the chair who was like, "Go do this."
It was
do gymnastics. And
it was almost a parody on Charlie's Angels for kids.
Or Kim Possible.
Mm-hmm.
It was iconic. There was one who dressed in yellow, and one who dressed in blue, and one who dressed in green.
Mm-hmm. So it was like They're all
Kinda like
all
Powerpuff
different,
Girls.
all different ethnicities too.
Yeah, there's a blonde. I think there was an Asian girl.
There was the
Is this a cartoon?
Yeah, it was a cartoon.
Okay, I know what you guys are talking about.
Totally Spies.
Yeah, it was like the adult. No, like the full-size version of Powerpuff Girls.
Real.
except there wasn't a yellow Powerpuff Girl.
Oh yeah, no, it was blue, pink, and
Green.
green.
Yeah.
Crazy that I know that. Okay, why
Here's the thing. Let's get into that for real quick.
did I know that?
Yeah, why do you know that? Let's dig a little deeper on
How do you know Totally
Okay,
Spies?
let's get down to the nitty-gritty.
because it came on right before Code Lyoko on Cartoon Network.
I don't know what.
Oh, you actually watched it when it came out.
Oh shoot! So the sounds from the computer have not been happening this entire time.
Oh, like these? So like you can't hear the dun dun dun.
No, it's weird because when I was upstairs and you did the Foregone Door, it came through.
Yeah, it's coming through.
So it is coming through.
All right, obligated rave for 10 seconds. You're welcome.
I wonder if it was coming through the other mic. Oh, I bet you that's exactly what it is. Okay, we were good the whole entire time.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just
Pierce
being a
is over
silly.
here stressing.
I'm just being a silly little goose.
All right, why is Totally Spies number one in your mind?
Because that's the only one you could think of.
Because you're a girl and you like makeup.
Because I don't
I'm like
watch
totally a
spy.
girl.
Totally a spy. Do you remember, this is not really answering your question, but do you remember when we were kids and we were like, mom and dad are actually spies? Were you a part of that rhetoric?
The fake news or the
Conspiracy.
y'all just went around the house spreading rumors about your parents, but they were just outlandish
Like,
rumors.
no way mom was at the grocery store for 4 hours. She had to be doing something else. Like, she had to be on some secret mission. We were
But
homeschooled.
I can understand that, but as an adult now, I know.
She just really
I
wanted to
know.
be away for 4 hours.
Yeah.
She was at the grocery store.
Well,
We also
part of
had
it,
to get groceries for so many people.
yeah, part of it was that, but she was also buying groceries for a month for
bring it up just a bit, just higher.
10 people, 12 people.
Oh, did you break it?
No, it's just stretched out all the way because it's
Gotcha.
the thing. Yeah,
Then tilt it. Yeah, try it.
yeah.
That's better. Yeah, you're good.
Because I remember we'd be like, right, mom's going to the grocery store.
Mm.
Dad's going to work.
Really, they're just completing a psyop. But is that because you guys were watching Spy Kids too much?
Spy Kids. I do remember Spy Kids. I don't
That's
know.
why.
I don't know who. I didn't start the fake news. I just continued it.
Okay, who started the fake news?
I don't know. When you're a hive mind, you know,
Hive
you never
mind.
know who started it.
Whoa.
Oh, before I forget, before you leave, you need to sign the wall.
I know. I saw that in your new Instagram post.
Yeah, and you whined about not getting to sign it, and it's because it didn't exist when you were here.
Yeah.
Did you like my little comment on asking you why you said why didn't I get a picture?
That comment looked like it was AI generated.
I did that on purpose.
Okay, I was like, they don't even want to respond to my comment. They're too busy doing their.
Yeah, we look really busy
Yeah.
right now. No, like I think that was like last night at like 1 a.m. I looked at
Yeah.
that and you said something along the lines of why didn't I get a picture, and I responded with, it was something like,
Come watch our new watch
Yeah.
episode 5.
it was sorry we didn't have a budget for that, but you can tune in to episode 5 to see our guest Janelle.
Do you know what you need to do?
What's up?
You need to run upstairs and grab the charger for my phone. Otherwise, it will die in the middle of us doing this.
Cheris, you know what you need to do? You need to run up there
Well, I would do it, but
Keep
I'm
running.
kind of tucked in the corner over here.
and you keep running.
I've
and you
made
don't
myself
stop.
indispensable. But anyways, we're just gonna josh around until Jairus gets back, and then we're gonna ask him about Skyfall.
Whisk.
Fall, crumble.
Don't let your pants fall or everyone will see your butt.
Step over it. There's cables. I know. I'm stuck.
I'm stuck.
I'm happy that we got all of that on camera.
I'm stuck. Yeah.
Ugh.
Gymnastics.
Oh, man, I wish I had a crash, boom, bang queued up.
Crash, bang, boom.
Yeah, Jairus fell. But he recovered, so that's okay.
What's your favorite espionage?
So I've been thinking about this, and I can't actually,
Kids was pretty good.
I can't narrow it down. Spy Kids? Yeah, Spy Kids is all right, I guess, but
I like the Jackie Chan one where he's their neighbor, but he's also a spy.
Oh yeah, what was that called? Spy Next Door?
Neighbor.
I think it was a Spy Next Door, right?
Probably.
Yeah. I don't know, because like you got the TV show that came out with John Krasinski, Jack Reacher. And that was a series on Prime. Really good. Really good. There's one out right now. It's on Hulu, and it's called Old Men. That one's pretty good, too. All the Daniel Craig, James Bonds are good. All the Sean Connery. James Bonds are good. So it's really, I don't know. I wrote it down like this would be fun to talk about, and then I couldn't come up with. I was like, what is my favorite espionage movie? Pink Panther. It's pretty good.
Pink Panther's a great answer.
Pink Panther. I might have to go with that.
What
Jacques Cousteau.
I hope the weather stays this mild.
Hamburger.
I would like to buy a
Hamburger.
such a quotable.
I think yeah, we're gonna have to watch that. I'm gonna have to get that for the boys to sit down and watch with me.
Where he goes to park the tiny little car, but he just crashes into the car in front of him, crashes in the car in the back.
Yeah.
Do it.
Even the best fall down sometimes.
His Skyfall.
Even the wrong words seem to right. Out of the darkness, of my mind, we finally find you and I. Caroline. Does Spy Kids count, Kristen? Yes. No, just the TV. Yeah, it's good.
Who knew Missouri was so left?
If I need to get up and get an extension cord, I can. Oh. Jairus is about to brave the elements outside. Yeah, it's... Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, we're frozen.
Let it go.
Oh, no. Here you go. Well, if that's the case, then hand me my phone, and I'll plug it in over here so I can charge. Man.
Can you mute me for a second? I really need to blow my nose.
It died as we were talking about it dying.
She has to blow her nose. Yeah, I need the charger too that you just set off to the side. The charger that you just brought down here. Did you? No, it's not over here. Is it on the shelf? Yeah. Well, if you can still hear us, you should be able to hear us still. We love you guys. And yes, Spy Kids, I think does count as espionage because there's a couple of times when they go rogue.
Tell them that we promise that this will be a lot better next time.
Next time, it will be a lot better, we promise. For everyone watching / listening right now.
First ones are always bad.
Which I think it's just our immediate family, so. And that's okay. We love that you guys support us. We know you're obligated to, but we still love it. I like to eat food.
Results right now.
Yeah.
Go ahead and go over that while I post the film.
Trump's gone up a little bit. Once again, most of these states, they're percentage-wise leaning towards Trump, and that's a lot of the southern states, Midwest. They're leaning Trump, but they're still counting. They're not done yet. Georgia is at 77% reporting, and they've got Trump at 52%. So, looks like Florida's at 95% reporting. And then Michigan is at 52% for Kamala, but they're only at 14% reporting. So they still got a ways to go.
That's really dumb.
What?
You can't charge and do this at the same time or it loses its connection.
Huh?
Yeah.
That's
Weird.
weird.
Well, what's your battery at? Okay, we'll be
No.
fine. We'll switch phones.
No,
I'll
it's
have
not.
mine charged up.
Gotta post on the gram. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, and what's another good spy movie, espionage movie? Agent Cody Banks. That was pretty good when it came out. But
Did you guys ever see
Yeah.
the Beekeeper?
which he's not acting anymore, and everyone's like, what's the deal? And it's because he's a driver now. He works NASCAR part-time. Or maybe not NASCAR.
Would
Full
you go
time.
to a NASCAR race to see Frankie Muniz?
Maybe.
There's only
I
one
don't,
race.
I don't know.
The human race. What about
NASCAR.
NASCAR?
NASCAR to SCS podcast.
All right. Yeah, Jairus and I are going to race. So make sure you tune in for that one.
I will absolutely dominate you at Andretti's.
He says as he tries to step over towards.
Slow poke.
Standing and walking in a NASCAR
Slow poke.
vehicle.
Dude, this guy thinks that I don't drive around for a living.
You act like I can't drive.
Who
I didn't say you can't drive.
Hey, we're back.
Who would win in a race?
Me.
Donald Trump or Kamala Harris?
Like a NASCAR race?
Yeah.
Neither if they were faced against Saitama. Actually, I don't even know if he knows how to drive.
Why would he?
There's no cars.
You know he'd win in a car wreck, though. One hit!
Yeah. Have you seen One Punch Man?
Yeah.
Oh,
Back in the day.
what does that mean?
When you were like, I don't like anime. Except One Punch Man.
Yeah, I'm still not
Watched
big into anime. I watch animes, but I'm not over here like the average anime community that's like can tell you everything about every single anime, even if they haven't watched it. They've read the reviews and
Yeah,
stuff. Like this guy over here. He's
this
like,
nerd over here.
I didn't say nerd. I'm just saying it's like
You said it with your eyes.
I'll mention something. And he's like, oh yeah, that's blah 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 and blah 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 blah. I'm like, how do you have time? How do you have time to do all
He's a
that?
knower. He makes it his full-time job to know.
I think that he just downloads information into his brain while he sleeps.
You got it.
He's actually a cyborg.
Okay, why is Skyfall
That's right. We were having that conversation.
your number one espionage film?
It's just a good movie. It's got the No Country for Old Men bad guy in it.
Okay.
It's a good movie.
End of review.
I couldn't think of another one. Honestly,
Closeout
if
review.
If you want to go back to the conversation of anime, Spy Family
Yes, bro.
is a great espionage
Incredible.
anime.
See, you could
I
have said
think
that.
that's the last anime I watched.
It's so good.
Because I would like.
Talk about that. If
The
that's
second
if that's
season-
your best espionage, then do that one.
Okay, so the plot of it is this guy's a spy, right?
What?
Yeah, I know, right?
And he has
So-
a family.
Yeah, spy family. No, so he
So get this.
has to start up a fake family as a spy to try to infiltrate and get into the inner circle of this powerful, what is he, like a
Here's an idea. Aliens.
okay. What is he, Janelle? He's like a senator or something like that, some guy in power. And so like his kid goes to this school,
Yeah. So there's like two warring
countries,
that are kingdoms or whatever that are at.
and like he kind of can like topple it into like chaos, that kind of thing. So like to try to get on his good side to help sway his decision as a senator, he has to create a fake family to then, so he wants a kid and a wife so that he can get the kid into this crazy private school.
My wife.
My wife. So he finds this little girl
At an orphanage.
at an orphanage, and then finds this woman who agrees to be his wife.
With like no questions asked.
No questions asked. And
No
it
background. He doesn't ask her about her family. She doesn't ask him about his.
and so
Oh.
the twist on it is that he's a spy. The woman is a assassin.
Yeah, she's an
secretly an assassin, and the little girl is a psychic who can read minds. And so
Whoa.
they're trying to hide the secrets from each other, that the one is a spy, the other one is a assassin, and the little girl knows because she's a psychic and has to hide the fact that she's a psychic.
So she knows that her dad's a spy. She knows that her mom is an assassin. But she can't like tell anyone because she wants to have a family. Like she feels like if she says anything, then they'll
take them. Yeah.
and she'll go back to the orphanage. So she's like, well, I'm not going to say anything, but also my parents are awesome because they're crazy.
Mm-hmm. But they, Trump went up again.
Ooh.
But it's like, it has its very serious parts, but it's also very comedy. It's more
Gotcha.
comedy than it is.
More comedy.
But it has, this serious parts can hit you randomly and it be serious.
It does have very good action.
Mm-hmm.
Action.
So it's Spy X Family.
Spy X Family. And that is an anime for anyone who's looking for an anime to check out if they haven't already.
I'm gonna just press a button randomly.
Potatoes. Hold up. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, so since we're on the anime, Bill, number one anime. Go ahead and name them off. What's your favorite? Well, okay, not number one. Not number one. What's your comfort anime?
Comfort anime.
Ooh.
There we go.
Mine's really sad.
Let me guess. Is it Your Lie in April?
Heck yeah, brother.
Your Lion April.
Your Lie in April.
Here's what it's about.
Sadness.
This-
It's like legitimately sadness.
This is spoilers. This boy, he's in like high school or something.
Mm-hmm.
And his mother basically trained him from a young age to be a piano prodigy.
Okay.
So he like has very little social skills because he's just like focused on piano. But his mom was also low-key abusive,
Okay.
maybe even high-key abusive. And so once his mom dies from this like terminal illness, he like can't hear piano. He has like psychological trauma where he goes to play the piano
I can't see the notes.
and then he's like, he freaks out. He has like a panic attack and he feels like he can't hear the music, or he's like underwater. He feels like he's underwater.
Mhm.
So he, even though he's this prodigy, he like steps away from all these competitions and stuff.
Okay.
Then this girl at his school comes out of nowhere and she's like, I choose you. You're going to be in this competition with me as my accompanist. And she's a violinist. Anyway, basically, she teaches him to love music again and to like not be afraid of it. And then she dies at the very end.
So it's like he starts to like slowly fall in love with her,
Yeah.
and then like she ends up getting like it's like a brain tumor, right? Or something like that, and like she dies in the surgery while they're removing the tumor, and then it's revealed like he like because he's in there's another guy that he's in competition with like for the feelings of this girl, and then it's revealed like, and this is like one of the more heart-wrenching parts is like it's revealed that like she chose him initially because she loved him for years, and he fell in love with her, and then as he was about to confess his feelings, she dies.
Aww.
But it's beautiful.
It's really good,
and
but
I
it's
love
very
that.
sad.
I have this playlist that I listen to that is a lot of classical music, and so a lot of music from that anime is in this playlist, and it just takes me back, and I love it.
I'll probably watch that again soon.
One of my favorite instrumental pieces is in that. It's Claire de Lune. It's in that anime. And it's beautiful.
Okay.
Dragon Ball Z.
That's your comfort?
That's the one that's easily, even though it's so massive in its lore, in its episodes, it's so easy to go back because you can just go back and like start watching at any point, at least for me, because I've seen it so many times and familiar with the story of it.
Okay. And for you, everybody tuning in right now, what is your comfort anime and or animation? Doesn't necessarily have to be an anime. What's your comfort cartoon? What do you always find yourself rewatching?
You know what movie's really great?
What's that?
Into the Spider-Verse.
Into the Spider-Verse. Good movie.
When you're talking about just like insanely overly well thought and work put into the animation for that, to the degree of like,
oh yeah,
where like they purposely animated Peter B. Parker, right?
I don't remember.
Oh, well, Peter Parker, like the main one in that movie, and like all the other more advanced spider people who like have more experience, they are animated at a different frame rate than Miles to visualize and show that he is less experienced than them.
Huh. Interesting.
Speaking in the Spider-Verse, what is your most favorite and least favorite Nicolas Cage performance?
Huh?
If you can't name both, just pick one or the other. If you can think off the top of your head.
I watched a movie called Mandy with him in it, and that movie was just awful.
Okay. All right. Yep.
I think I have to go with the classic. I'm gonna steal President. The United
National
States of
Treasure?
America. Yeah. Where he like stuck his arm. He was like, "Okay, here's the big moment." He stuck his arm into this like.
JK.
That's your favorite or least
I
favorite?
think favorite. Yeah.
Favorite? Okay.
Did you know that they are making a live action Spider Noir movie with him playing Peter Parker?
No way.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, they like there's like footage of them filming like old timey cars with Spider Noir on top of it. And it's live action Nicolas Cage playing Spider-Man.
That's awesome.
That's crazy.
He was going to be Superman.
Mm-hmm. He was
I
technically
remember that.
Superman in that movie.
He was.
Apparently, his son is like in a goth band.
Oh.
Whoa.
Like a screamo band. I've seen pictures. Let me pull it up.
Do you know who else was in a goth emo band who was related to someone super famous?
You.
Christopher Lee.
This individual was related to a super famous who was also a musician who also had a TV show for several years.
Who's that?
the brother of Miley Cyrus. Miley Cyrus.
Oh, you mean the
Miley
guy that
Cyrus's
was
biological brother
Oh,
was in a band.
Cyrus.
Yeah. But it was a really popular punk emo band when I was growing up, and it was
Here's Nicolas Cage and his son.
nice.
I'll pull it up and show it on the screen.
They wrote the song "Shake It." Shake, 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 shake it. Yeah,
Wow.
it's Miley Cyrus's brother. For those of you who didn't know.
And to tie it all in, to comfort animes, Ponyo, which is a wonderful Studio Ghibli film, the Disney English dub is done by Noah Cyrus, Miley Cyrus's younger sister.
Oh, really? She's Ponyo?
She
Whoa,
voices, which is another one of my comfort movies.
that's pretty neat.
That's pretty neat.
Look at that guy.
Let's see if I
It's just a random fun fact I know about Nicolas Cage.
Oh, my. Okay, well, I think I can.
Maybe not that one.
Oh, yep, you're right.
Maybe not that one.
It's the same one that Janelle showed. That's the only reason why.
Maybe not.
Maybe don't zoom
that
in.
one.
Actually, no, he's not doing it. He's doing rock and roll.
Oh, okay. Just the picture that we saw looked
It
like
was
some
his-
profanity going on.
Yeah, he's just doing the rock and roll.
Okay. All right. That's fine.
Hold on.
Can anyone say Victorian era ghost? Dun 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 da da da.
Dun, 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 da, da, da.
Can anyone say... What is that one horror movie? The Shining?
You're thinking of The Grudge. That's
Oh,
what
The
you're
Grudge.
thinking of.
Yeah, The Grudge.
Oh, I can't show it.
That's okay. Just go look it up, you guys. We're not out here trying to prove anything to you.
I am.
We're not out
Let's
here
just
trying to...
let's put it this way.
advertise Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage has a son, and there's a picture out there with Nicolas Cage standing with his goth son, who's got the white powder makeup, the black eyeliner, long black greasy hair,
The works.
and a black tank top on. So he looks like what you would think emo rock artist would look like.
Hey, guys.
As you should.
Hey,
We are in our final hour of the live stream.
here we go. We didn't get around to playing the game, so
I mean,
that's okay.
that's okay.
That's all right. I guess
I forgive you.
We'll do a quick update. I did
Oh,
want to
sure,
bring
please.
this up.
I'm
So,
going to bring up the screen.
yeah, sure. So everyone talks about Pennsylvania being a swing state, and it keeps on flip-flopping back and forth. So earlier it was Kamala was leading in votes at 49.5. and
Look,
now
Arizona just came in swinging closer to Trump.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
And Arizona was
Shout out to
almost Republican last time around, but there was some stuff in it that, once again, it was one of those like some kind of questionable things happened at some polls, but they were it was Democrat. So, but anyways, Pennsylvania right now, Trump's leading by a 0.1% margin. So we'll keep an eye on that.
Oregon just came in too to starting to be red.
Okay.
Let's go.
They're just starting to vote. Like Pennsylvania's at 42% of total votes counted. So they got a ways to go. As do most places. So Oregon just started. They're at 1%. So there's a long way to go for that guy. Probably the same with Arizona. Arizona's at 4%.
It'd be really funny.
Only one county has.
It'd be really funny if you needed to just refresh your page and everything was just
It's
like,
done.
oh, it's done.
Yeah. No, but surprisingly, Colorado's at 45%.
Hmm.
So that's good. Utah. What? That can't be right.
What?
It was saying that the check mark for Trump on Utah, but nothing's been counted yet.
Oh, I thought you were
Says-
gonna
it
say, this is
says-
saying Trump just won.
It says Trump won 6 electoral votes on Utah. So, okay. Trump has won 3 electoral votes for Wyoming, but they're only at 3%. So, but they have it as he's won that. So I'm questioning these individuals over here.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
What are you guys' thoughts on Trump visiting all these different podcasts for media?
I think it was smart because the next generation doesn't do traditional media. So everyone in your generation, they don't even own a TV. Like they don't have
I'd almost argue
traditional
that
TV. So they
do
tune
they
in.
really listen to podcasts?
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah, they listen to podcasts and they watch short form videos.
That's where I was going, like the
So-
TikToks and the Instagram shorts and whatnot.
A lot of times podcasts are the way to go, but then it's very popular for podcast clips to be uploaded to like YouTube shorts or Instagram reels.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you watch enough of those clips, a lot of times you'll go and watch the full podcast.
What I'm getting is the long form content that they're watching is not the traditional news. It's podcasts. So the predominantly they're watching reels and TikToks and short stuff. But if they consume any long form content, it's going to be a podcast. Because all the people on the podcasts are young,
right,
and relatable,
and it's also like
Joe Rogan,
and more free.
It's also there's free speech of like you can say what you're doing. You're sponsored usually by.
We can say anything we want on this right now.
Individual ads.
Pee pee poo 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 pee pee.
And now our feature presentation.
Pee pee poo poo. That's good. That's good. Yeah, I just finished yesterday, I think, watching Trump on Joe Rogan.
Mm-hmm.
It was great.
Twomp, 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 twomp,
Whoop,
twomp,
whoop.
twomp. I'm not gonna lie. I really feel like I'm not gonna sit over here and be like I'm pro so and so or anything. But
I am.
Trump went on Joe Rogan, and it made him seem super relatable. And Kamala was basically
She was on a different.
she wanted to come on, or her campaign wanted to do Rogan, but they wanted Joe to come to her, and they wanted to give her, and they only wanted to give him 1 hour.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, that's not the show. Like, my show is done in my studio, and it's longer form content. It's like 3 hours is normally what we shoot for. And to me, that makes sense. Like, you shouldn't bring someone in to do your stuff for you. You should go there because you're campaigning. Like, go to these places and do it. And Trump went out of Joe Rogan has been like, he has said that he like gave an open invitation. Like, you can come anytime and we'll make it work out. But she didn't do it. So I think that's kind of where she slipped solely in the instance of she's not relatable to the average American because she won't go on the average American's podcast. Because that's really what Joe Rogan's become. He's become the average American's go-to listen.
Yeah.
You know, so she's not...
household name.
Yeah, she's not willing to go and sit and do an interview with him because he won't bend to what she wants. So, you know, I mean, if Trump had done the same thing, then that would have been blowing up everywhere. Everyone would have been like, oh my gosh, Trump is just trying to manipulate and control Joe Rogan. So it is kind of weird that she like dipped out on one of the biggest PR opportunities of her entire campaign.
Yeah, I've noticed like I haven't seen her appear on any podcasts. Like, she's done what she did.
I guess she does. Well, I wanted to get into that in just a second, but I think it's more of she does interviews on these news stations, and who's watching the news like that? Younger people, older people,
are,
sure, but
and it's funny. She'll say like, "Oh, I'm the young person's vote." I'm like,
Well, right now she's sitting at 36 million votes and Trump is sitting at 41 million votes. So that's where they're at right now. Now remember, most of this stuff that's like out there as already counted is probably the numbers for early voting. And people are still working on the stuff that's been cast today.
Well, on my way here to the studio, I drove by several. I mean, this was probably about
the studio
5:30, 6 o'clock, so the polls were still open.
Yeah.
Driving by a few of the places that vote here, there was no cars.
Yeah, in our area specifically, a lot of people did the early voting. Like, I feel like almost everyone that I talked to had already voted. And we went into our poll, into our voting precinct, and, I mean, it was a walk-up.
Mm-hmm.
So we walked in, they were waiting on us, we did our initial fill-out, and walked right over to one of the voting machines and did the vote. Printed off the ballot, turned it in. Like,
what is it? Same.
So I have a funny story from when I went to vote. I did early voting as well.
We lost video.
No.
Is the camera dead? Do I need to go over there and look at it?
It shouldn't be. It might have. My phone might have went into sleep mode.
Unreal.
So Julie, my sister, and I went to go vote, and she was off.
Is this your first election?
No.
Yes,
actually.
Wow, congratulations.
Yeah, last one I was
You were barely
underage.
Yeah, barely, right?
By a few years.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we went. Yeah, it was my first presidential. I voted before, but like my first president.
Yeah, those don't matter.
Election. And anyway, so we go to vote, and she was like, "Yeah, let's go first thing in the morning." Well, this thing and then that thing. It was around noon when we actually went, and we live in the middle of nowhere. We live in like very, very rural.
Mm-hmm.
It's Georgia, but it's basically Alabama, and so we were
I'm gonna
like,
pause you real quick. Hey, Jairus, I would just grab that other chair and just sit over there rather than trying to crawl in and crawl back out. Okay. All right. So very rural, almost Alabama.
So like when I went to visit before,
Yeah.
when I went to vote in the past, super quick. Well, for some reason, we show up and there are so many people there. Like there are so many people waiting.
Yeah.
And Julie and I realized, we're like, oh, it's during their lunch break. So like so many people, like we showed up at the wrong time.
Yeah.
So we walk in, we don't sign in. We just walk in and we're about to get in line and we're like, we don't need to do this. We have all day. So we left. We walked out the door and we went and we got coffee. We drove to a coffee shop, hung out, walked around, went back at like 1 o'clock. No one was there. It was dead. And we just went straight back. Like we didn't have to wait in line at all. We just walk in an hour later with coffee and boom. Quick and easy.
We'll talk the election information while we...
Boom.
Bada boom.
Bada bada.
Yeah. Hey. To all 10 people out there watching, we love you.
Whoop whoop. Shout out.
It
I
says
apologize.
10 viewers, 1 like. Hey, whoever liked it, we love you.
I apologize to all 10 people having to listen to my congested voice.
Well, can you tell them?
What's up?
Soldier Boy, tell them. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Watch me struggle to not fall.
Dun 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 dun.
Show me where we have 10.
Yeah. Well, now we got 7 viewers. We complimented somebody and then they dipped. They were like, "Oh,
Hey, do me a favor.
thank you."
Do me a favor. Do we have any comments?
Well, yeah, they were There was the whole thread of comments.
If there's anything else we need to shout out right now.
I don't think so. Let me see y'all. Let me see y'all. Where did the live feed go?
Oh, shout out to Julie. She said, "We love y'all."
Yay, Julie.
Oh, Mom said,
Live
"Hi,
chat.
y'all." Shout out to
Yeah.
Granny. Our Granny's
Granny!
watching.
Hey,
Hi,
Granny! Oh my gosh!
Hey, Granny Dixie, number one in our hearts. Number one, last surviving grandparent. You beat them all.
Whoa.
Gee.
Hey, we love them all, but you outlasted. You are the Highlander of our grandparents.
Hey, we got 3 likes now.
Nice.
Nice.
Been up in the world.
Hey, see, when I made that comment about Highlander, we gained a viewer. So I know what
Highlander,
the
we
people want.
gain only one. We gain only one.
+1.
Well, there can only be one. We're gonna go ahead and do another prayer for as the election goes
I'm
on.
gonna
So
blow my nose before we.
okay,
Hold
go
on.
ahead-
Let
you go ahead and-
me mute your mics.
you go ahead and blue.
So you
your
can do
new-
it as much as you
blue 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 blue. You're blue blue blue.
Ew. It's so gross. She said she's sorry. You pull up the stream on here so we can view the
you want to view it that way?
the comments. I
Yeah.
want to see.
Hey guys, we're gonna do this way. All American.
Oh yeah.
Put me back in,
You're
Coach.
back.
So for those who couldn't pick up the subtle hint, I voted Democrat today.
What?
No,
Mm.
I didn't.
What? Get out of here.
I did a hour and a half podcast yesterday episode about how I'm not gonna be voting.
Yeah, yesterday's episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Psych.
What the heck?
What? Arizona's blue now.
This is not letting me.
Hayden, what are you doing?
Oh, Oregon went from being almost red to no longer.
Well, once again, Arizona was clocking in at like 4% earlier. So, okay, the tablet has some weird things going on with its VPN, and it's not letting me pull up the live feed. So we're just gonna have to keep it on the phone.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pray.
All right.
My wife, real quick, said that she was on the Shannon Sharp podcast.
Oh, Kamala
Oh.
was on the. Yeah, I think that she did some podcasts. I'm just saying that, like, everyone talks about the Joe Rogan Experience podcast, and it's like the most popular podcast.
Of course.
So when you get invited to it, it's surprising to me that she didn't go on because she was invited. Like, he reached out to her,
Yeah.
not the other way around.
I think Theo Vaughn also said he wanted to invite her because he interviewed Trump
Trump
and
as well. Yeah.
Mhm.
JD Vance. I watched that the other day.
Yeah. And
Theo
JD Vance
Vaughn.
was on Rogan as well.
Yeah.
Theo Vaughn, he's that more southern guy.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
a comedian.
Yeah, I know who
He's
you're
so
talking about.
funny.
He is.
So funny.
Yeah. All right. Let me pray. Heavenly Father, we thank you just for the ability to make our voices heard through voting for our leadership for this country. Lord, I just call this country to repentance before you, God, that we as Americans would humble ourselves before you, the creator of the universe, and repent of our national sin, Lord, our corporate sin as a community of people. That we would lay it at your feet and we would just ask for your forgiveness. It's only found in Jesus Christ, and we would seek to follow you as a nation. Lord, I just pray that as a conviction of the hearts of our leaders, whoever gets elected into office after this election cycle. Lord, I pray that they would have a desire to make your name known and to live for you, Jesus. Please just keep everyone safe and protected and help us to just practice integrity during our election, Lord, that there would not be any kind of shady business, or there wouldn't be any room for anyone to think that there's any shady business, Lord. It would just be on the up and up, and everyone would agree with that. So yeah, we love and we praise you, Lord God. Amen.
Amen. And on that note, did you see where they put a fence around the White House, an extra layer of the fence?
No, I did not.
Yeah, they put like a whole bunch of extra fencing around the White House.
That's crazy.
Like yesterday, in preparation for the election.
For the election. Someone was saying that they're not expecting, I think it's Michigan, to be done counting their votes until tomorrow afternoon.
So,
to me, I think that that's bananas. I get that there's a lot of people in the United States, okay?
mm-hmm.
Don't get me wrong, guys. I get it. There's a lot of people in the United States. But with the amount of technology that we have in this world and how far we've come technologically, I think votes can be counted a lot quicker than that.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know.
And then, too, it's like, you could say, oh, well, the technology can be hacked. Like, they can write down your name on a piece of paper.
Yeah, I mean, even with ballots, like the paper ballots, I mean, they can be counted pretty quick. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Okay, I found the verse.
Maybe I'm ignorant. All right, go ahead.
So while we were praying, I was reminded of this psalm. It's Psalm 127.
Okay.
And it is a Song of Solomon. It says, "Unless the Lord builds the house, those who build it labor in vain. Unless the Lord watches over the city, the watchman stays awake in vain." It is in vain that you rise up early and go late to rest, eating the bread of anxious toil, for he gives to his beloved sleep. And that's just the first two verses, but I thought it was very appropriate for those who are maybe stressed or worried. The Lord ain't going to do it. It ain't going to get done. So, can trust and rest in his protection.
Amen. That's awesome.
Boom.
Good.
Look at you.
Would you just look at you?
You just look at it.
Just look at it.
Hey, what do you guys know about Wendigos?
Like Wendigoon.
Is this a cryptid corner?
Sure, we can make it a cryptid corner.
Scary.
This is the corner right there, over there. That's the cryptid corner.
With Martin Luther.
Wendigos are really dear to my heart.
Wendigon.
I see what you
did. Did you see what I did there?
I see what you did there.
They're really near and dear to my heart.
So you think Wendigos are deer?
I think that is it the idea that they can disguise themselves? Or is it specifically they're typically deer?
Here's the deal. I'm struggling with this because, okay, there's different things. There's Wendigos. There's skinwalkers. And then there's not deers. Specifically in the Appalachia, they use the term not deer.
I've never heard of this before.
You've never heard of the not deer? Okay. And leave it to the people of the Appalachians to come up with this name. But it looks like a deer, like at first glance. But then when you pay it more attention, there's just so many subtle things that are off about it that you're just like, that's not a deer. What is that? So it's like, it's bigger. They're like the facial structure does not look right.
Did you watch Adventure Time? Do you remember that part? I feel like it's from Adventure Time where it's the deer walking around, then it stands up on its hind legs and takes its hoofs off and it has hands.
Huh?
Yeah, there's a part in Adventure Time where the deer, like, it's just a really weird moment where a deer's walking in the forest, thinks no one's watching, stands up on its hind legs and takes off its hoofs and it's like gloves. And he's like, okay, here we go.
That's so weird.
Anyways, that's what I picture with Wendigo. So essentially there'll be like a deer walking and then they'll just hop up on its hind legs and then morph into like this kind of like deformed looking deer type thing.
Well, yeah, Wendigos, I guess they can, I don't think that they're like, the only resemblance they have to deer is they have antlers like a deer. Everything else is different. Like they're bipedal, really contorted. Make sure that doesn't come up on the screen.
I'm gonna give me nightmares.
Maybe.
It's possible. Close your eyes for a second.
Cannibalistic monster?
Yeah, so they eat flesh.
Ew.
Yeah, so they're kind of messy. And then skinwalkers
Yeah, I think so.
are along the same thread, but they're different. And my understanding of skinwalkers is they are these like native First Nations witch doctors that have the ability to transform into
That's what I was talking about.
creatures.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. So, but the knot deer is, I do believe it's exclusively the Appalachians where it's being sighted, but it's not a Wendigo. Like, once again, at first glance, it looks like it's a deer, but then when you give it more attention, you're like, there's no way on God's green earth that's a deer. It's way too big. The face is all off.
Is this sighted in like people's trail cams or something?
A lot of it's just people out in the woods and they spot it and
They're just like walking around in the woods
they
at night?
forget. Yeah. You don't know that? You don't know people do that?
What's that?
Walk around in the woods at night? I literally listened to a podcast today.
I walk around in the woods at night wearing a really oddly shaped deer mask.
Yeah, I listened to an episode today of a podcast I like to listen to, and it has to do with conspiracies. Not even conspiracies. It has to do with the cryptid world. Okay?
Is that the angels and butterfly bats? What was it?
No. Ninjas or butterflies?
Ninjas or butterflies.
I didn't listen to them today, but anyways, the two guys that were being interviewed were brothers, but they were talking about, one of the things they were talking about was how they saw the invisible people in Iceland, the elves.
Okay.
But the reason that they saw them is because they were in the middle of a national park in Iceland. In the middle of the night, they were just walking around, checking things out, and they saw a row of elves walking like up on like a ridge area. And so,
As you do when you're in Iceland.
Yeah.
well, there's a lot of lore in Iceland, and I mean the whole invisible people or little people, like something's going on, because I think it's like 40% of residents truly believe
That's crazy.
that they exist. It's not like oh yeah, we embellish and that, and we think it's fun to. They're like, yeah, no, they're real. So something going on there. It's the same like with Bigfoot when you get into rural mountainous communities. Like when you're in the city or in low places, very few people are going to be like, oh yeah, Bigfoot is real. But when you get into these more rural places that have a lot of alleged sightings, a lot of the locals are like, yes, it's real. So something's going on. But yeah. I was just trying to come up with creative things to talk about today, and I was like, what if we talked about Wendigos? And then I was like, we don't know anything about them. How would we talk about them?
I guess I just like my own safety, so I don't think like, oh, let's just go walk around in the woods at night. Just 'cause.
Yeah. Well,
Here's the thing to me, and I guess my mindset, and this isn't trying to scare anybody, but it's like, the only difference in being in the woods at night to me versus during the day is the lack of visual. Like you're not able to see as well. But the things that are out in the woods in the middle of the day are the same things out in the woods at night.
No, I would disagree because a lot of animals are nocturnal. So you're
Sure,
not
but
gonna
they're
see
still
them
in the
normal.
woods.
Yeah, but they're hiding. They're asleep. They're in their little holes, whereas at night they
Yeah, but if you get close enough, you might wake them up.
Well, but in Jersey, so for you, yes, there's a lot of nocturnal animals, but most of the ones to be afraid of, they're not exclusively nocturnal. So like the ones as humans that we need to worry about are things like bears, mountain lions, bobcats, coyotes, wolves, the bigger mammals. All of those are out during the day, and depending on the cycle of the moon, they'll come out at night as well. It has nothing to do, most of these animals, it doesn't have to do with exclusively just coming out just at night. It has to do with the cycle of the moon. and where it's at. Unless you've got the nighttime predators like owls, and certain other things that have night vision, or very good night vision, I should say. I can't even think of them off the top of my head right now, but I know owls are the top dogs.
Possums.
Possums are out during the day.
I feel like there's something like up with your brain that immediately like goes into fight or flight type situation just when it's dark. Because like imagine being in a bright room, like the power out went right off right now. Nothing in the room changed. You're just now in a dark room. But it creates that uneasy feeling immediately.
Well, when you're so dependent on one kind of sense,
Mm-hmm.
And you lose that like it automatically puts you into a state of stress because what you're so dependent on for safety is now gone. So now you don't know if you're safe or not. Is my opinion. I don't know if that's the actual way to look at it, but
Uh-oh, we lost video again.
Oh no, it didn't. Oh, it froze. You're right.
Let's see if I can just kill this software.
Well, listen, everyone who's out there who's listening
and watching,
the
next live stream will be tremendously better.
Yeah, we will have all the cool gadgets and maybe a hardwired.
That's the problem right now, is that we're depending on a wireless transmission of this video signal.
Yeah.
The tech is really neat, but
that's neat.
But it's very not practical at all. Like, come on, that can be better.
Right now, we've got Kamala Harris sitting at 40 million votes, and Donald Trump sitting at 45 million votes.
So who's?
Oh, sorry. Yep.
So who's doing this?
Right now, the one we're looking at right now.
How does this information?
This is just a live upload that's just being facilitated by Google AI.
So the thing is like if you Google election results, you can see this. Like this is probably one of the more like readily available, probably most used ways to look at the results right now.
Okay.
Yeah, and this is just all they're doing is they're just updating what's being posted from each different state as far as what their precincts are turning in as information. So, but yeah, it's a Google AI tool.
And we're back.
So it's leaning heavily on the Associated Press. You can see that up there, the AP.
Yeah.
But it's also, it's not just like regurgitating exclusively what the AP is saying. It's just putting the numbers out there.
Okay.
So, but yeah, dude, there's some weird stuff that's going on out in the world.
For real.
And some people are saying that, everyone that's in the conspiracy circle is saying like the veil is thinning.
Huh?
Meaning that more and more things are happening.
We're still talking about creepy stuff.
Stuff. So like all these things that people talk about that are like cryptid and elusive, like the Dogman, Bigfoot, skinwalkers, all that stuff, right? They're saying that it's becoming more and more common in the
I'm just messing.
In our side, in our world. And a lot of them, because of Stranger Things, they're using the example of the upside down as it's this other dimension that mirrors our dimension. And that's where all this weird stuff normally is at. But they can come into our side of it through these portals that are apparently all over the world. And that's why all the missing 411s, they blame it on portals. People stumble into these areas and they get pulled into this mirror dimension.
Ooh.
So with that, do you want to talk about that a little bit, Jairus? Do you want to give us your insights on the upside down according to Stranger Things?
Yeah. But real quick, your mom says she's praying for you. She says you look really bad.
Oh, thanks, Mom.
Oh,
That's not exactly what she said. Hold on. She
thanks for thinking of her.
Thanks for saying I
She
look
says, praying for you, Janelle. You look like you feel so bad.
Yay. Glad you could tell.
I don't think it's like in the video you can't tell by your face.
She is a registered nurse.
Although my voice does sound very blit. Also, I only saw Mom once this morning, and pretty much all I said was, "Ugh."
Well, that's what you
So-
get for not saying I love you, Mom.
What?
She's going to respond with, wow, you look awful on camera.
She's going to say,
He's going to be like,
You need-
I didn't say that.
I diagnosed the flu by just the sound of your voice.
I hope not. Goodness.
Here we are on the final countdown to see who's going to win the passive-aggressive comments between Janelle and her mom. All right.
She's your mom, too.
Yeah, say something about John. How does he look on camera?
Yeah, Mom, how do I look?
Hey, Mom, I look great.
You do look great. I like that your hat matches your shirt.
I did that on purpose.
Did you know
Yeah.
that Jairus is wearing an article of clothing that belongs to my wife?
The voting sticker.
Yep, that's my wife's sticker.
How dare you?
I lost mine.
I have my sticker on my water bottle,
Ooh.
along with 50
I-
other stickers.
I voted.
That sticker looked pretty sus.
They haven't changed this sticker in 30 years, so when
I'm
did I
a-
vote?
Actually, I think this one's a little bit
voter.
different this
Phew.
year.
Maybe it is. I don't know. Anyways,
I also have an Among Us sticker.
I don't think
you
it
have a
says-
what sticker?
Among Us.
Among Us.
Meanwhile,
All right, Jairus, go ahead.
Nominate.
Mana.
All right, tell us about the Upside Down.
So Stranger Things has a dimension called the Upside Down, where it's a plane that is similar to the normal plane of existence, but it's slightly different, and so it's upside down and it's all dark, and that's where all the monsters live.
What's your favorite thing about Stranger Things?
The 80s nostalgia, the time period I never lived in.
The time period that's romanticized by movies and TV shows?
Mm-hmm. I don't know. It does have like that nostalgic feeling of, going out, hanging out, just running
With your friends.
with your friends, getting on your bikes and going somewhere. I feel like that feels nostalgic, not from actually experiencing it, but from the movies I grew up watching, because, 80s movies were still new in the 90s when I was growing up.
Yeah. Do you remember when we used to ride around in that bike that was in your grandma's basement that had a 2-seater in the back?
Mm-hmm.
It was like a three-wheel. It was a three-wheel.
It was
bike.
a 3-wheel bike, and you had a seat on the back,
Yeah.
and then you had it was like
It was like a bench seat.
Oh,
So
yeah.
two people
It
could
was-
sit down on it, and then there was one person that would drive the bike.
Oh,
and
fun.
what that was used for is my grandfather brought that home from his job, and they used it to go around the warehouse he was working at
Mm-hmm.
and delivering stuff. So they delivered stuff on the back of it, and that's where.
Delivery.
And then my grandfather built it to be a seat, but it used to be just a little platform.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So it was
That's so fun.
usually my brother would have drove it, and then I would have rode on the back.
yeah.
Then the chain broke, and so whoever was on the back had to push it.
See, I had a tricycle that was kind of like that. It had a little bar on the back, and like for another kid to stand on.
Mm-hmm.
But the only other kid around was Julie, and she was 4 years older than me. So if she stood on it, I couldn't drive.
Oh, this thing was like the size of a normal bicycle.
Yeah, this was a full-on bike.
It just had 3 wheels.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Pretty
Mhm.
neat.
Mm-hmm. The and that's the same device that my brother got a concussion with.
Oh,
So
Concussed by a bike.
very concussed.
I
So-
watched my son use a bicycle as a weapon.
So
the other guy.
at my grandmother's house, which is like my grandmother's old house, which is like just down the street from here. You know how it has that slope?
Which is no.
One. That's all I'm saying.
One
There,
tree lane.
Oh, good luck.
1, 2, 3 fake street.
We need to find out a popular address from like a really like popular movie or show or game, and just use that whenever we're pretending to.
38 Wallaby Way,
Sydney. I feel like that. I feel like that one and probably the White House's address are probably the addresses used the most in movies. Pennsylvania Avenue. I don't remember what the number is for the White House. 57 or something like that.
We just need to take a pause. I'm going to read this comment from our number one fan. It says, Jairus, you are very fashionable with the beanie, channeling youth pastor vibes. John, where are your shoes? Comfy. Love you all. Enjoy. Thanks for praying for the nation. You're welcome, Mom.
Thanks, Mom.
Shout out to Mom.
Thanks. Also,
Asking the important questions here.
Where are your shoes,
I
young man?
know.
This is the day that we move on.
John, put your shoes on.
yeah, but just so we're clear, like, I normally don't wear shoes.
This is your house.
This is yeah, but even then, like,
But your mom is going to mom mode like, that basement is cold and that floor is cold and you need to be wearing some socks, young man.
yeah, but like I did mission and
We love you, Mom.
mission work in Hawaii for a couple of years, and I would go like hiking in the Hawaiian mountains with no shoes on. And before
look at
that,
Arizona went back to being red.
hey,
Good job, Hayden.
and before that, I was growing up in semi-rural Georgia, not really rural, but very edge of suburbs. And we just ran around without shoes on. So it's like, to me, I wear shoes, but I'm not comfortable in them. So it's really socks too. Like I find myself, I can't walk around in socks. I don't know what it is.
Don't worry, I do the same thing when I get home.
Too slippery.
I feel like they're just feet stranglers, I guess.
Feet string. They're stifling my feet's creativity.
Yeah.
So, New Mexico is surprising me by how blue it is. Because I don't know. I guess when I think of when I drove through New Mexico, it was just flat. Like there wasn't anyone around.
It was all yellow.
So the reason why I think that isn't at any point, any of these ones, and probably all of this could change at any point, but the things I'm going to
Think so?
yeah. So I'm going to roll over. Oh, you can roll over and see what state it is. That would have been helpful earlier when we were trying to figure out what.
Georgia's at 88% right now.
So
So we're getting closer to the end. For Georgia.
something happened.
Oh, 204.
Yeah.
Who
Web
went?
has 47.5 million.
It's not about.
The total number.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. The 47 million. It's because more voting precincts have turned in their results inside because once again, these states, a lot of them they're either saying definitely locked in as blue or definitely locked in as red, but they're still not done with the tallies, so
Right.
So like Maine here, and then New Hampshire, Arizona, all these that are like this weird burgundy color.
Right.
Those are
Still.
still that's the way they're currently looking to go.
they're leaning red.
The leaning red, but that's not currently the answer.
Yeah.
So like if I go over Texas, something just went through too.
Well, Minnesota is at 5%. They've got it as red, but it's 5%. Wisconsin's at 55%. Michigan is at 24%.
If you see there how much, actually no, that's actually a fairly
Arizona's at 50%.
large spread there.
So I've never thought about this before, but with Hawaii, they're like 6 hours behind us.
Yeah, they're
so
still
it's based
voting.
On, so
They're
we
still
won't
voting.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we won't see the results tonight for that reason.
Yeah.
And so, because
thought
right
about
now, like you said, 6 hours behind, they're like, what, 5 o'clock still? There's still another 2 hours before their polls close.
Yeah.
Well, and Alaska is 3 electoral votes, and then Hawaii, if I can pull it up.
Is that what the top number is? The 112 and 210?
So that's the total electoral college points that they have currently earned.
Okay.
So the first person to 270 wins.
I can't pull up how many,
But they don't.
Or Hawaii has 4 electoral votes and Alaska has 3.
Oh, maybe I could have hovered over.
So they,
No, I don't say.
yeah. So they're, I mean, Yeah, we're not going to get it for a while for them, but
let's say Trump goes over 270 before their votes don't matter.
Huh.
At that point, they don't contribute because he has already got the majority of 270 or Kamala
Ooh.
at that point. So
whoever gets to 270 electoral votes
first, which is
not
interesting...
really, it's not first. It's not first. It's just whoever gets to it because that's the majority.
Right. And which is a weird kind of concept because it's like, let's say right now, Trump gets the majority of the country before it even gets to California. California's votes wouldn't matter at that point. Very interesting.
Well, but California has a lot of electoral votes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember how many they have.
And that's going to jump her up quick because it's the same way that like Georgia is always red.
54 electoral votes.
She's going to get that.
Goodness.
So.
Yeah, Texas has 40 electoral votes, and right now they're at 73% coming in, and they've got Trump. Trump's at 56.2%, and Kamala is at 42.7%, and then Jill Stein's at 0.6%. Chase Oliver's at 0.5%. So Trump's got a pretty large lead in Texas, and it's almost done. I'm gonna be interested to see what happens in California, just because so many people have left California.
Mm.
I
think it'll still
blue.
It's going to still be blue, but I think that, like you're saying, it's probably going to be less blue.
It'll be interesting.
All I'm saying is I'm hoping to get married in the next few years, and I don't want to plan a wedding with this economy.
Or with that runny nose.
Or with this runny nose.
Mm.
I would love the gas prices to go down a little bit.
Yeah, that'd been great if I didn't have to plan a wedding in this current state of the economy.
Yep.
But it's done and over with, so.
Done and over with now. So.
Sorry, I'm married. Sorry, not sorry.
You heard it here first. Jairus is sorry he's married.
That is not what I said.
I'm just kidding.
Joshing, yeah.
Anyways, yeah, that's great.
So, Jairus, are you wearing this green in honor of the troops?
No, this is I support the Green Party.
Oh.
Jill Stein, yeah!
No, I knew good and well that I was going to have to wear a beanie because my hair is nasty from a day of work. And I was like,
you're a nasty boy.
Nasty, nasty man. But
okay.
I don't know. I quote it, but I don't
say it. You've been saying it a lot recently.
Yeah, and I don't remember what it's from. I got to find it.
Huh.
I say he's a right nasty man. It's from something. I'll have to figure it out. Click.
Got him.
You missed.
That one's for the Democrats.
Whatever you're aiming for, you missed.
I was aiming for the concrete.
It hit the carpet first.
Oh, it didn't?
Sure it did. What were we saying? Oh, I just grabbed the shirt because it matched the beanie. That's it. So thank you.
Oh, so the beanie was the first decision.
Yes.
Nice.
Because it's cold
where
I work.
For all of our viewers right now, all 6 of you,
rate my beanie on a scale of 1 to 10.
Yeah, what do you think of Jairus's
fit
Well,
attire?
Mom already said you looked like a youth pastor.
Would he? Yeah. Do you think that he should just stay in IT, or should he walk the what's it called, the
runway?
The runway in what's the fashion?
Milan.
Yeah.
Paris.
Should he walk the Milan runway, or should he just stay in a dark room so that any kind of bright light doesn't burn his skin?
New York Fashion Week.
Yeah, you see how my skin's all red?
Have you tried unplugging it and plugging it back in?
That's what I do.
Your skin?
IT, baby.
IT.
You remember the show IT?
The IT crowd?
The IT crowd, and how one of the guys is like, he's just in the room with the hard drives.
Oh, yeah. You know who that is, right? The guy, like the weird vampire guy?
Yeah.
You know that actor? You know whatever the role he plays?
Now that you've got me on the spot, I can't remember.
Very beloved. That's old Greg.
Is that old Greg?
That's old Greg.
Greg.
It's old Greg.
The same act. That's the same actor who
Yep.
plays old Greg.
No, I know now. Now that you said it, I see it.
Hi there.
What you doing in my waters? Nothing. Definitely not fishing.
Then why is this hook in my head?
That's not my hook.
It's attached to your rod.
It's attached to your rod, mother licker.
I don't think I've seen
Also, what an insult.
Mother.
Mother liquor?
Easy. I don't have the beep. We're live.
Oh.
Is anybody rating my fit?
Live.
Yeah, comment on the live stream. Let us know what you think.
Oh my. Your wife says, I will say Jairus' style has vastly improved since Ashley came along.
That's
Whoa, you heard it first. You heard it
really
here
the
first.
most important thing. What does Ashley think of the fit?
She probably sit there and said, could be better. You picked it out.
Huh?
No.
Did she?
No. I think this shirt is before we got married.
I'm wearing my deceased grandfather's shirt.
Way to bring down the mood.
Very nice. Very,
Walking
what is it?
The Milan Fashion Week.
What is it? Very demure. Is that
Very
demure?
cutesy.
Cutesy.
demure.
Very demure.
Yeah. But they were all deceived.
For there was another.
For there was another ring secretly made.
Okay, we need
Cast in the fires of Mount Doom.
we need to talk about Lord of the Beads, the Veggie Tale.
They had a parody of Lord of the
You've
Rings?
never seen Lord of the Beads?
No, I've never seen VeggieTales.
You're capping, bro. You gotta be.
No cap.
First off, watch your language. Second off, what's your
Apologize for
problem?
my jam.
I've seen VeggieTales.
I knew it.
No,
I went to church as a child.
No.
I've seen
about
VeggieTales.
that in the Lord of the Beans. Why haven't you seen Lord of the Beans?
I didn't know that was a thing.
There
I
was
bought
another
that.
bead. Another bead.
She said I bought.
Yeah, your wife said, I bought that shirt. LOL. We bought it for the engagement photo. Well,
Whoops, I forgot about that.
she picked it out.
She did. I forgot about that. She's right.
That's funny.
Not only did she say, "Hey, stupid," not only did I buy this shirt, we bought it to commemorate our engagement.
Yeah.
Well, it's a lovely shirt.
The opposite of me not being with Ashley. The before times when I was not stylish, apparently.
Is the beanie pre-Ashley or post-Ashley?
Okay, so both.
What?
I can't.
Seriously, it's both. So it was while me and Ashley were dating,
Okay.
talking and dating, but before we were boyfriend girlfriend exclusive.
Mm.
Because I remember going.
You were like, this beanie will tip her over the edge.
yeah.
Will be my
This
girlfriend if I wear
beanie will
this beanie.
protect me from harm.
Well, the only reason why I remember is because I got this from the World of Coke,
Oh.
and I also bought at the same
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola.
Not to be confused.
If
with-
you ever go to the World of Coca-Cola, make sure to always
The
try.
World of Coke in Atlanta, not the World of Coke in Columbia.
Nice.
Got him. Oh!
Oh.
Way to
You've
break
been
down
cut
the
off.
mood.
But I bought this the same time I bought like a little polar bear stuffed animal for her.
Aww.
But
Dude.
I don't think we officially started dating until later that month.
That's cute.
Way to lock it in, Ashley. Let's just give her a round of applause.
Oh, yeah. You got him and that beanie.
That was great.
Dogs, they're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat.
Not a round of applause.
Eat the cat. Eat the cat. Eat the
I see how it is.
Hey, hey. Oh.
He's going to silence when I try to do a song, but then he can.
Well,
do
you
a
can't
song.
reach my board.
Yeah, that's the point. Is you're trying to.
He's gatekeeping, bro.
Yeah, he's gatekeep filibustering.
Filibustering.
Anyways, so what are we going to do with our last 7 minutes, you guys? Is there anything that, because I've been bringing up a lot of stuff. Is there anything?
Do y'all want us to keep going?
Do you have the time to listen to me whine?
Well, I need to go to bed.
Ooh.
I gotta go sleep.
Ed, what's that?
I gotta go hug shoe.
Oh.
Yeah, I got to go upstairs and get my boys to sleep so that I can stay up late and keep watching.
Keep watching this depressing number.
Yay!
Probably finish watching The Mummy with Brendan Fraser.
Spring cleaning.
Not Tom Hanks.
Okay, my boyfriend quotes that
Hey, Vinny.
like all
What you doing?
the time.
Spring cleaning?
So much that now I've started quoting it. I've never even seen the movie. I've
What?
seen that one clip. Okay,
Dude,
let me
the
guess.
movie's great.
Spring cleaning.
That's where we got this soundbite from.
Looks to me like you're on the wrong side of the river.
That's a pinnacle movie.
That we've talked about this before, but
Where's
like
the river?
the Mummy is though a quote unquote horror movie. It is more action than it is scary.
Yeah.
It is.
Truth.
I'm sure there's like do you like action movies?
Not really.
Oh.
Kristen likes it,
Okay.
so you'll like it.
Okay.
The Mummy is the best roller coaster at Universal Studios.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been
Based off the
told.
same movie.
I'm going to find out this year.
Boom.
So,
I
you
like
know,
roller coaster.
sometime in December, we'll do a review of the Mummy roller coaster and let you guys.
It's so great.
For Jairus' birthday.
What? Jairus has a birthday.
Yeah, I wasn't born.
Oh, my bad.
I was created in a lab.
He was commissioned.
Oh, when we were earlier, we were talking about the Wendigo.
Wendigo.
No, Wendigon is now what it's called.
Gone with the wind.
So when we were talking about Gone with the Wind earlier, I was thinking about
That's
how
what it is. Wendigos are just gone with the winds.
That-
Skinwalkers.
There you go. Scarlet, my dear, I don't give a darn.
I'll never go hungry again.
even if I have to eat tuna casserole. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Carol Burnett show. She did a It Went with the Wind parody. It was great. No, but I was thinking it sounded like someone was trying to take deer and clone them, but
now
the
they're, like,
settings were off
so
a little
they're
bit.
genetically messed up.
So they're like deer, but a little bit to the left because
they're the more
a little
left.
weird.
They're left leaning.
Yeah, they're more like
They're a little
Harris
blue.
voters.
Yeah, a little
Yeah.
blue.
Wow.
But just kidding.
You heard it here first. Wendigo are just Democratic deer. No.
Or built in the lab. No, but that's what it sounded like. I was like, this doesn't look like a deer. This couldn't be a deer, but I think it's a deer.
No, that's
Maybe
the
it's
not
just
deer.
cloning.
That's the not deer.
Oh.
Wendigos, the only thing that they share with deer is that they've got antlers.
Is they look like deer, and then they look and
Like, you know, have you ever
They're
seen a depiction of like a werewolf?
Yeah.
You know how its
On your
hind
t-shirt.
legs look,
Yeah.
but it still stands up on just two legs?
Yeah.
Like, think of that. That's a Wendigo. It's got the same, it's a bipedal creature, but it's got antlers and it's just like almost like shrink wrapped in skin. It's just really scrawny, ranchety, like elongated creature that's
terrifying.
bipedal. Yeah, because like a lot of depictions put them with
See, a
antlers, but
Wendigo,
not.
a Wendigon, bro.
Yeah, they've got antlers, but not all sightings or depictions have antlers. It's just an option.
what creature is that?
A little option.
The horse with feathers.
The what? Turkey.
It's a sky kelpie.
Sky kelpie.
It's a turkey.
Nice.
Yeah, that's what I'm dubbing it, sky kelpie.
Gobble, 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 gobble.
Because
Is
a
that
regular
one-
kelpie is a water horse.
So is that just like two different pieces of things that you combined, or is you bought it like that?
Yeah, I made that. So this is the emblem for a shed
Okay.
that I took. And then all those are wild turkey feathers that we collected.
Nice.
And I assembled them together.
Oh, very nice.
I painted this when I visited the feudal age.
Oh, that's right.
This is what I killed Morgoth with. That's a picture of me in spring break.
And that's a visual representation of me and my wife as wolves.
Mm-hmm.
Where did you get that painting?
And then this is my autobiography.
Oh. Did you celebrate Reformation Day?
I celebrate it privately.
Oh, okay.
No, we didn't celebrate it. We acknowledged it. We talked about it with the kids.
For those who don't know what that is, what is Reformation Day?
So it's the day that Martin Luther nailed his 97 Theses on the doors of the Catholic Church in his city. Basically like saying like, these are all the things that I have against the Catholic Church, and I am stepping away from the Catholic Church because I believe that the Word of God is for everyone. And so that was kind of the catalyst for him writing the first German Bible, because up until that point it was in Latin.
Yeah.
So he wrote the first German Bible, and that kind of spawned into a battle where different people that started becoming Lutherans would fight with Roman Catholics and all this kind of other stuff. But it was kind of the opening to it was the start of the Reformation, where the church became more than just the Roman Catholic Church. It became, what it is today, where there's a bunch of different denominations, but everyone has access to the Word of God. You do not have to go through a organization to be able to understand God's Word. So that's what makes it important. But
your wife said 95 theses.
Sorry, 95 theses.
What did he say?
97.
97.
Yeah. That's my big thing, because, people talk about, there's still like apologists today that are using social media to promote the Roman Catholic Church and how the Catholic Church is the only true church and it was the first church and all this other stuff. And I was like, why would I want to get on board with a church that tried to lock people out from reading the Word of God? And then when that failed, now they're trying to convince everybody, well, because we were the first church, we're the true church. It's like, what? And people, there's different Catholic influencers online that are like, look, these Bible verses support the idea of the papacy and all this other stuff. And I was like, well, but they really don't. If you read them within context, that's not what it's talking about. But it can be said for all things. Like, Baptists, whenever they get on and they start talking about how drinking is a sin, and even a little bit of alcohol in your system is wrong, and it's a sin and you need to say no to it. And it's like, well, no, because all the verses you're using in context do not promote that. So
I think I'd like
and
to
I'm
try
not
being Catholic for a day.
All right.
I think
Seriously?
that'd be yeah. I think I would try it out.
I think you should try Eastern Orthodoxy instead.
Ooh.
I think you'd appreciate it more.
I think you need to try God.
I don't think you need to try God. I think you need to get on board with God.
Oh, I am.
So
Permanently try God.
I'm Catholic.
permanently
Catholic
try
curious.
God.
Catholic.
Like,
There you go. California's starting to count now.
Catholics up.
Look at that. You see,
Oh, she
yeah.
jumped up.
Yeah, 'cause of
179.
Well, it's because California's at 1%. So they're like, okay, she's leaning California.
Boom.
Anyways,
Bada boom.
yeah.
Bop.
The
Do you remember that video?
Huh?
Super Hot Fire.
Super Hot Fire.
He's a rapper.
Who made a video about me?
No, there's a guy, he's like standing there. He's like, all right, like it's like a rap battle. And they go back and forth. And the guy goes, all right, I got you now. Boom, bang, bam, bow, bada bop, bop, pow. And the whole crowd behind him goes, yeah!
Oh, yeah. I think I do remember that. Maybe.
It's, hey, I broke up with my ex-girl. Here's her number. Hands it to him. He's like,
Oh, yeah. He's like
psych,
oh.
that's the wrong number.
Yeah. Yeah. no, I know exactly what you're talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I got to show you that later.
That's crazy.
We should have a meme episode of the podcast where we just talk about
memes and jokes.
Bro,
you can come back for that one.
I love making memes. When I was a missionary, I made a meme account for our group, and I would have I had 2 different meme reviews.
Way to go.
We should have a Saints That Serve meme review.
Okay, let's do it.
Cool. We can do that.
So,
hey, who should we have as our third guest? Who do you want to see on the pod?
Who do I want to see on the pod?
Next on episode 15 of the Saints That Serve, we are having Jesus Christ on the episode.
You need to have Ashley on the podcast.
I love my wife dearly. She's expressed it several times. She does not want to be on camera. She doesn't want to. She doesn't want to be on camera.
But it's the podcast. She doesn't need to be on camera. It's just her voice.
I think she wants to operate behind the scenes is what it is.
I think she wants to be at home. Having nothing to do with
I think she just doesn't want to come to my basement.
I wouldn't want that either.
Yeah, I respect that. Jerk.
Let's see.
Wait, that's weird. They have immediately automatically gave California to Kamala at 1%.
Well, because it's historically
I see.
Always blue. And because whatever precinct that's voting that turned in their information right now, it's probably Democrat. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
So if I go and I pull up California is...
hold on. Let me switch this over.
They doesn't even have any votes on it yet.
Let's see.
Yeah, they haven't even done any votes yet. It's just the AP, because this is just when it shows that like they get the electoral votes, that's from the AP. That's not like for real.
Yeah.
Because California hasn't even started counting votes yet. But the AP is saying that she has won California. Just like the AP has said that Trump has won Texas, even though Texas isn't done yet.
Right.
I see.
You know, like they say that Donald Trump, the AP has said that Donald Trump is Florida. Florida's at 97%.
I see.
You know, it's like, yeah, he's probably got it, but they're not over. But because it's historically blue, they're just saying, hey, she's got it.
Have you guys invited Patrick to come on?
He said that he didn't want to. He said that he doesn't like the idea of cameras.
Oh.
He doesn't believe they're real.
Oh. Well.
No, he said he would feel nervous, I think, doing it. And if I'm wrong, Patrick, tell me I'm wrong. But I feel like that was the conversation.
Oh no, you'll have to have me on the podcast again. Oh no.
Like we talked about.
You have no other options.
Like we talked about already on the on your episode, you are also now the third member of the podcast.
Cha-ching.
The JJCU.
But you have to pay for your way on.
Oh.
Yeah.
You rent that chair, spot in that chair.
Oh.
No.
Per minute.
Yeah. This is going to be our longest episode.
Wait. Are those the only people you think that we know? Patrick and Ashley?
That's not me.
We had Dylan on, or going to have Dylan on. Wow, spoiler. You posted on, I was going to say, you said it already.
You're going to invite your sister?
No one knew that I said it until you just said
your
that.
Sister?
No, it shows that you said it.
No.
As you.
It was the Saints.
With your last name and social security number on there.
Anyways, yeah. We had him on, and it was delightful.
I'm excited. I can't wait for that.
You'll have to wait till November 15th, 18th. Something.
Unless we decide to re-record.
Re-record it?
Yeah, and then you'll never hear.
Why would you re-record it?
I don't know. Maybe feeling cute. I don't know.
Feeling cute. I don't know.
Cute.
Maybe delete later.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and wind this down.
I will say, let's promote what's coming up, just because. Why not?
Why not?
I'll try to get this episode, the I mean, this is live, but it should be on YouTube. And then the podcast edited down version will be probably Friday. Next Monday will be episode 9 of the podcast.
Yep.
We talk about video games on that one.
That's right. Yep. We do a focus on the new game that came out, Throne and Liberty, but we talk about other games too.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're playing Throne and Liberty, you should totally join us. We've got a guild.
We have a guild.
Yeah.
And then the episode after that one on the 10th episode will be Dylan's episode.
That's right.
Which will be about music.
Oh, cool.
About music.
Let's go.
Also, we're still trying to get feedback from you guys about what your favorite Thanksgiving
tradition
is. So please, wherever you're at, whether it's X, whether it's Instagram, Threads, Facebook, YouTube, wherever you're at, podcast, Spotify, wherever you're at, just comment on any of our episodes in November. Let us know what your favorite Thanksgiving tradition is. We're going to do our podcast episode right before Thanksgiving will be all Thanksgiving stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And then all of December is Christmas themed.
Christmas.
That's right.
We're going to talk about all the Christmas stuff because there's so many pop.
What is your favorite brand of Christmas lights?
Lowe's. No, last year or 2 years ago, we went to try to find Christmas lights, me and my brother-in-law, and we couldn't find any. Like, we went, I mean, I guess we were only going to Dollar General, but they were sold out, and it was like barely December. So everyone already bought all
Sounds like you made a mistake not going to Lowe's.
The Dollar General doesn't sell Christmas lights
No,
until March.
What?
That's when they're pulled from all the other stores.
Oh, that's funny.
We should have that on a shirt. Just, what's your favorite brand of Christmas lights? I'd wear that
With
shirt
like
all year long.
Like one light missing.
Like one little. Just a picture of each of the different brands on it.
No, but think about all of like the insane amount of music, the insane amount of movies and TV shows, the insane amount of add-ons to games for Christmas. Like, it's all out there, and it's like, hey, let's look at all this stuff and what's all fun and all that. But then let's remember that
the reason for the season.
Christians set it up in December for everyone who is, celebrating the end of the year festival with the sun god or whatever, whatever. But we decided, hey, instead of worshiping an idol, let's remember when our Lord came into the world as the greatest gift to humanity. So we're going to celebrate by giving. So, there's a lot around Christmas that people like to fight about and argue about. But, the essence of the season is the joy of Christ coming into the world, the greatest gift of mankind, and the camaraderie of family and the unity of family. So, we're gonna celebrate those things, but we're gonna talk about all the fun stuff, like the National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation,
Jairus' birthday,
or Jairus' birthday.
Jairus' birthday. Listen,
Not to dox him, I
didn't say when his birthday was.
you didn't
Just
say that
that
I
it's
was born
my
in the year 1901.
What? I was born in 19.
That's a long time ago for those who didn't know.
I'm pretty old. That's why I complain about my back.
I didn't really.
That's why I fell earlier too.
Oh, real.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and pray one more time over the election, and then we're gonna go ahead and.
Before you do that, do you want to give one more last update on what we're looking at before you pray? Just give.
Yeah. We can give one last update.
Just one last little.
So right now, once again, this is the AP. They're saying that Kamala is at 179 electoral votes and Trump is at 214. Now, California will probably go to Kamala Harris along with Washington and Oregon. However, none of them have started turning in results for their counting of votes. That's just the AP saying that those states have gone to the Democrats. So keep that in mind. We're not going to know. I mean, anything from Colorado west, we're not going to know till late tonight, tomorrow morning. So keep an eye on, we're going to want to keep an eye on Pennsylvania, Georgia, and Michigan. Those are the three that everyone is talking about being swing states that should have their numbers in at a fairly decent time tonight, maybe around midnight. But yeah, we'll keep an eye on those. Right now, all three of those swing states are favoring Trump: Pennsylvania, Georgia, and Michigan. So we shall see. I guess I can go ahead and pull up what the actual stats are for those. So right now, Georgia's at 88%. They've got Donald Trump at a 56.2%. Or sorry, that's Florida. Georgia is 51.1%.
That's to Trump.
To Trump.
Okay.
Pennsylvania is at 73% as far as total votes counted. And right now, Trump is at 51.3%. Kamala Harris is at 47.8%. And then Michigan is at 30% reporting. Trump is at 51.6% and Kamala Harris is at 46.7%. And I forgot to do Kamala Harris for Georgia. Georgia has Donald Trump at 51.1% and Kamala Harris at 48.2%. And once again, they're at 88% total votes counted.
Those are all really close.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And they are, once again, it's because they are swing states. So those are the ones that people are kind of keeping an eye on, because those are the ones that will determine, who gets the electoral votes enough to become president.
Yeah.
So keep an eye on those. Arizona's at 50%. Right now, Trump's at 49.7% and Kamala Harris is at 49.5%. So that's a swing
crazy.
state.
You got that.
Go out, Hayden, and vote 17,000 more times.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's,
You do.
It's close. Wisconsin is kind of swinging too. It's at 65% reporting. Donald Trump's at 50.7% and Kamala Harris is at 47.9%. So there's still room there. I think that's pretty much it. So
Cool.
yeah. We shall see.
All right, then. Let's go ahead and close this bad boy out.
Yep.
We'll see y'all in another 4 years.
Not another live stream until
Yep. All right. Heavenly Father, thank you for tonight. Thank you for the opportunity to come together and hang out and have a good time. Lord, we continue to pray over our country and over our leaders. Lord, that you would impart to them the strength and wisdom that they need to be able to lead us in righteousness, God. That we would all come together as a nation and seek you and put you first. Jesus, we need you. You are our King, and we need you to return, to instill righteousness in this world and to cast out wickedness once and for all. So we eagerly await your return, God. Please come soon. We love and praise you. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Okay, this has been the Saints to Serve live stream.
Whoop,
We
whoop.
love you guys. Go forth and make disciples. And just remember, Christ is Lord.
And the kingdom is now. We are
The
Saints that
serve.
We love you. Bye.
Bye-bye. Kisses.
I got a Taco Bell poop.
We're still live.